think I'm really starting to enjoy this stream.
Welcome, everyone, to Constructed Chaos, where we run a D&D live stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Today, we are running the finale of our murder mystery campaign. I promise it's the finale this time, because last time we didn't quite get through the whole session. There was so much that we had to discover and look around and feel out. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. If you've watched the last session, let us know in chat who you think is sus, who you think is the most suspicious in the murders that have taken place.
It's definitely not the person who didn't speak at all last session.
And I will tell you, I'm a little bit sus of Grim Reaper, who gifted 5 memberships in the chat. Thank you so much, Grim. It's always good to see you, and thank you for inviting more people to watch this lovely murder mystery along with all of us, and hopefully participate a little bit, because I think our troop of adventurers are running a little bit low on their dice rolls tonight, so they might need a little bit of help, but I'm also not opposed to TPKing on a side campaign. We'll see how things go. But while you are in the chat letting us know who you think is sus, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, help us get it out to more people so more people can join in some of the chaos that we are going to be adventuring through tonight, and so they can see another message from our sponsor, Tabletop Beard. Today we're checking out the Rogue Beard Oil, which is sort of an evening cologne and is the perfect way to stealth in and blend in with the nobility and steal away their riches, like they're an easy mark. You know, if you want to wear this out somewhere fancy and you're feeling kind of roguish, it's perfect. It's exactly what you need. It'll keep your beard looking good too. If you haven't seen already, you can use code CHAOS20 at checkout using Tabletop Beard's link in the description below for 20% off. And do also check out our friends over at Darkeport while you're in the description there, checking out the link. They run a tabletop stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And they have been running some little podcasts here on the side on Fridays and different days. I noticed they post things, just kind of little talks with their DM, and I really enjoy them. It's really fun. So make sure you go check them out too. They're good friends of ours. We love them over there. I think that is just about it. I mean, I really want to jump right back into the action. We left off on kind of a cliffhanger, so...
Is it time to roll the beautiful beam footage?
It sure is. Wow, you were like right on top of it. That was...
A weight hangs heavy in your lungs as suspense grips your heart. The delicious delicacies prepared for you grow cold as flies begin to encircle the meals left untouched and unattended. A pile of books lay strewn out from the library in the aftermath of a horrible shock, as some of their pages now soak up a terrible crimson tint. Merelda lies crumpled just shy of the door to Lord Halderian's study, her body twisted unnaturally, the gleam of a mason's tool jutting from her back. Vasilo, the deep gnome stoneworker, stands over her, rigid and wide-eyed, as if time itself has trapped him in this moment of horror. Lady Azarath's sharp words ripple through the room, setting off a chain of whispers, gasps, and darting eyes. Accusations swirl in response, like an obscuring fog, as the faces around you shift from fear to suspicion and deceit.
Welcome back, everyone. We watched the...
Not the Death on the Nile. The one
it was A
it.
Haunting in Venice.
No, the one before it.
These sound like
I'm
Nancy
sorry.
Drew.
It's okay.
Was it one of the Hercule Poirot movies or no?
It doesn't
Yes,
matter. It was
it was
Murder
the
on the
first-
Orient Express.
That one, thank you.
Yeah,
That
you're
one.
welcome. Welcome back, everybody.
Sorry.
Hope you enjoyed the intro. I completely forgot to highlight our comment from last section, like I so often do. So I'm going to do that now because it was a particularly good one from John Washburn. He said, exclamation point points.
That is a great one.
John, if you're watching right now, I love you,
points
man.
does he
He has 570
Nice,
as last I
nice.
checked. If you guys are interested in how many points you have and how you can help out the Chaos crew on this side of the cameras,
That's
you can type exclamation points in the chat to get a readout of how many chaos points you have.
Was not ready for that comment.
Yeah, I know, it's so good. It's so good. And the second he commented that, I was like, I'm highlighting it. Nobody's going to top that. It's so good. So.
Exclamation point.
He understood the assignment.
Before we get started, I will also remind chat. I said this at the beginning of last session as well, but Chaos is live for tonight. So if you end up redeeming Chaos, if you're one of those lucky people that have enough points to do so, then we will be re-rolling everybody's murderer affiliation. Basically, any one of them can become the murderer or potentially stop being the murderer if one of them already is.
How can you stop being the murderer if you already
You have a ginger heart.
murdered?
That's a good question.
What?
This
a
lends
good
itself
question.
to my charm theory that I've
But
been
if
working
you've
on.
already committed the murder, you are the murderer.
Unless you're charmed to be that.
I see what you're saying.
There are lots of different possibilities in a magical world full of intrigue and unknown answers. Yeah.
I mean,
so
If you want to see how
What
that
if
happens.
you were in a fever dream and you really were the other person?
their daughter's a universal being, arguably. A multiversal being. Kishtari.
we're all universal beings.
Yeah.
Now that chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, we've all enjoyed John's comment on the last video. We rejoin the four of you, grouped around the dead body of Merelda, as Lady Casafina's accusation still lingers in the dark halls of the Azarath house, contested by the plight of the Furball cook and his alibi for the gnomish stoneworker. Her heart seems to shift in an instant from utter dismay to tearful panic. She rushes forward again, tripping over her fresh gown and collapsing next to Merelda's corpse as she is stained in red once again. She feels for a pulse and pivots quickly towards the group as she weeps. Please, Haldurian, you must save her. My love, I have not practiced. Please! Feeling the hurt in his beloved's voice, Haldurian frantically looks across the crowd gathered in the hallway, seemingly searching until his eyes widen at Morber, disguised as Miral Naturi.
Oh, fuck.
Your ring. Give it to me now.
I go to take it off, and I do my best to, like, fake have it fall on the ground and, like, into a crack, and it's gone.
Oh my god.
Like, I
Wait,
lose it on the ground in the
What's
tile.
your ring?
Well,
Oh,
apparently
fake, because I am
overall-
disguised self.
Oh.
he needs a diamond,
Yeah.
is what he's looking for.
Oh, to like resurrect
I'm
her?
gonna be like, oh, oh, and then I'm gonna like drop it, and it's like, oh, where'd it go?
As you're doing that, there's no time. Even now, her soul drifts from here.
I don't
And
think
as
the
you,
diamond's worth 500
as you
gold.
pull the ring off and it begins to fall across the floor, I need you to make a sleight of hand check at disadvantage because you are like using disguised self to do this. I feel like that's going to be very difficult to pull off.
Can I, if I would notice this, could I minor illusion and help him?
I'm gonna say no.
That's
it's
okay,
like
because
really
I'd rather,
fast.
I would like to let you know that as soon as all this is going on, I'd like to immediately cast Detect Magic.
By the way, thank you, Grim, for the 16. I did notice that a little bit ago.
Is she like dead?
I
got 20.
Yo, oh my
Wait,
god,
what?
wait, hold on. We have
nat 20?
It's a nat
3 more
20.
rolls that
Are
I'm
you
not.
are you watching earlier?
Oh my gosh, no, wait. We have a 10, a 13, a nat 20, and a 16.
Oh, there was a nat 20 on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Me neither.
You
Oh
guys
my
have been
god.
going crazy.
Wow.
And now I'm not gonna feel bad about taking her a nat 20 from last session to pass this sleight of hand check.
Oh,
We're
nice.
going on a road trip.
For a 23.
Okay. Let me see if he sees through your ruse.
Goodness
I doubt it.
gracious.
Wow,
Thank y'all so
decibels.
much.
So yeah, I took the 20, but we got a 20, so just
Yeah, I got it.
leave
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you're good.
So even Stevens.
As the ring goes skittering across the floor, he clamors for it. You see him searching all across on all fours. He can't quite find it. Even his grayed eyes are now focused. The eyes that were almost just looking through you, just empty, seem to be trapped in a mind full of thought, are now out on full display as they dart side to side through the room trying to find this ring. Luciana runs up. Here, use this instead. Hurry! And she tosses out a small diamond that he takes in his palm and rushes back. The old elven lord casts aside his graceful gliding steps that belie his nobility, exchanging them for a mad sprint back to his fallen friend and grieving wife. He holds in his hand a sparkling gem that begins to levitate above his palm as he closes his eyes and opens his mind. The diamond shatters slowly, as if being deconstructed by some unseen jeweler. The shards dance, smaller and smaller, until only a fine dust hangs in the air. Following the Lord's hand, the dust drifts downwards and envelops Merelda in a sparkling blanket that slowly dissipates. Aldarian opens his eyes once more and waits for her to breathe again. But the moment never comes. She's too far gone. I'm sorry.
Would I know
We're just giving the
Being-
fake diamond.
being well, that's what I'm wondering. Being like a dealer of weapons and presumably sometimes wares, would I have been able to tell as it was being deconstructed, right, if it's a real diamond or not?
Wait, I had a stroke. Did the spell fail?
Yeah.
Oh.
Make a...
Wait, I had a
I would
stroke.
say, based on the angle you're approaching this from, make an investigation check.
Would Detect Magic have noticed him even actually casting a spell?
It would have. Are you?
He said
are
he,
you-
he said he was while.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
was in my
Sorry, I
ring
missed
shenanigans.
that.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you see that there is some magic being cast by this old lord who I think Safety would probably know used to practice magic long ago.
Yeah.
Over a century ago.
Yeah. I do know that.
Yeah.
19.
With your 19, it certainly looks to be a real diamond, and based on Luciana's similar history and being somewhat of a shady merchant before meeting all of you, you would understand she probably would have access to something like that on her person.
I would like to take that opportunity to kind of scan everyone's faces as the spell fails, paying particular attention to Luciana. Dogs!
Yeah, sorry. Pupper's in the chat over here.
Yeah, they think somebody's coming to actually kill us in real life. for some
Yeah,
reason.
they're on edge because of the music, I think.
Paying close attention to Luciana, Octavian, and Elias.
Okay. Luciana and Octavian, you said?
And Elias.
And Elias.
Like, kind of how they're, like, are they, like, relieved that it didn't work? Saddened, kind of indifferent?
Who?
Make an insight check.
gave
I'll
the
let you do
diamond?
one
Luciana.
for everyone.
Luciana.
22!
Okay. Looking across the crowd and sort of darting your eyes between all of them quite quickly, you are only really able to see a glance of each of their expressions, but quite quickly you're able to discern that each of them, for probably different reasons, are disappointed that the spell failed.
The fail spell?
The fail spelled.
Okay.
Temporary hit point.
Is there any other magic going on in the immediate area?
As you cast Detect Magic and you begin to look beyond Haldarian's Revivify attempt, you see that there is a bit of magic around the door just beyond. Let me check the school to tell you what it is.
Like,
think-
like beyond his study?
It is on the door
college,
itself
or
is
high
what
school.
you're seeing.
Wait, what?
Private,
Alex said,
thank
let me
you.
check the school. I said elementary, college,
it's-
or
Oh
high
It's
my
school.
transmutation
God.
magic.
Okay. On the door?
Yes. It's not like make an Arcana check for me.
Yeah.
On the door to the study?
Yes.
21.
Okay. With your 21, you're able to discern that this is likely not a trap, but the door may have been at one point magically locked. It looks like the spell has like dissipated,
Yeah,
whatever
okay.
it was.
Nobody has... That's it. There's no individual has a charm effect on them, for example.
You would not see any charm effects.
I'd be glowing.
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I decided to drink water.
Oh, you're okay.
From his Mimi cup.
Yeah, I stole this from my mother.
As all of you guys just dissect these split moments and begin to try and discern what may have happened, who may have been involved, Casafina turns again to frustration and points a finger towards the cook and Mason. But this moment, too, is short-lived as her sadness takes her and she collapses into the arms of her husband, who helps her to her feet. Mm-hmm. He stands now not as the depressed former father that you've known all night, but as the protector of his family. A flicker of life returns to his eyes as they drift from the help onto all of you, everyone else. He says, "Explain. Now."
I would like to be looking for my ring on the ground.
Okay. I'm still surprised you got away with that.
And inspect the body. Thank you, chat. That's how I got away with it,
Yeah.
because otherwise that would have been a lot worse of a roll.
Chad did definitely help you out there. Make a medicine check for me. What are you looking for in inspecting the body specifically?
Did he purposely fail like the spell? Like, how fresh is the body?
If you're trying to check for that, it'll be an Arcana check.
Okay. Do I want to check that, or do I want to check the actual weapon?
I guess it could fall under...
So I was going to
I'll allow you to do it under medicine. I did think of an angle that it could work for.
Okay,
if
because
you want to do that.
Well, I mean, to be quite frank, my Arcana is better. So, if it's all right with you, I will do that one. 18.
It looks like the spell consumed the component, and he certainly cast it on Merelda. It looks to you that perhaps just based on the amount of blood on the floor, she's just been dead for too long.
Okay.
Being an arms dealer, you've probably been around enough dead bodies to know.
I'm going to get up, and I didn't find my ring, because I don't want to deal with that shit again.
Did we confirm that it was a real diamond?
He did.
Yes.
As best I could tell.
Okay.
I can't communicate that to you guys right now, but yeah.
I would like to inspect the body, I guess, at this point.
Okay.
I'll look up and I normally probably would call him something more like common, just because he's my grandpa. But in a situation like this, I'm probably a little bit more flustered, so I'll say, Lord Azarath, I'll begin the investigation immediately, and I'll start looking over the body to try to determine which way Merelda would have been facing when she would have like have they moved the body to like put in my lap kind of a thing, or like did somebody like hit her from behind, she crumpled this way facing the study kind of a situation.
Based on the angle you're approaching it from, again, I'll have you make an investigation check instead of medicine. I think that makes a little bit more sense for what you're looking
More
at.
CSI
Yeah.
instead of
23.
Okay.
how'd they die.
With your 23, you're able to understand quite quickly a number of things. Number one, she was running away from the door, it appears. So she was running back down the hallway. And it looks as though maybe she was in the middle of turning away from something when her momentum sort of carried her and continued to spin her body the opposite way.
So she was running away from the study?
It looks like she was turning away from the study when she was struck.
So she had like stopped and was pivoting back around the other direction.
Correct.
Like they caught her from behind, or like she was.
Or she saw someone in the study and was trying to get away from them, and then they killed her.
The next thing that you
But
notice
either one, yeah.
is that the sculpting tool that is embedded in her back is much too high for a gnome to reach.
So it's not the stone base.
Either that, or
Or he
you got
jumped.
a running jump. I
Yeah.
mean, it's very. You feel it's very unlikely that the stonemason put that there
Because of how high up it is?
because of how high up it is. I'm getting my
How up it is.
getting all my words mixed up tonight.
Hoity-toity.
The final thing that you come to realize is not so much a clue about her murder, but the fact that her pocket is turned inside out, like something was removed from it.
Somebody stole something.
You got a 23, so that's a lot of info you got there.
I'll gesture to Elias and Octavian, because he asked, like, explain yourselves. And I'll be like, And I'm gonna gesture to like upstairs, and like hopefully they'll explain that we were upstairs when this all took place.
Is
And
there?
I'm confirming that I was in the dining room.
Yeah, I was in the dining hall. But like while all this is going on, can I? I know you like checked out everybody's like.
Just 3
faces
people.
whenever it happened.
I didn't want to like overdo it and say like, "How's everyone look?"
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
yeah, I'd like to just kind of look around the room and see if anybody besides it was what.
Luciana, Elias, and
No, that would have blood on them.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that.
makes sense.
I mean, you said it was a lot of blood there, right?
There's a lot of blood there.
Okay, yeah. I
So,
want to kind of inspect anybody for like any traces of a struggle or like.
Yeah, we'll say specifically make a perception check for that. I think that makes sense.
Can we go over all the people that are in this place real quick?
Yes, I can.
'Cause I have all the people that were in the dining room.
Mhm.
I know is Luciana, Alderian, Casafina, Belfier, me, and Linus.
Yep.
Okay. And then Merelda is dead. Ashandra was
In the library.
in the library.
Last you saw her.
With the candlestick.
Period.
Classic.
But Ashandra found Merelda.
Found the body and reported it to everyone.
Yeah, okay. And then the gnome mason, I don't know his name.
That is Vasilo.
Them and the cook were in the kitchen.
How do I spell that?
Vassilo.
Vasilo. Okay, so Vasilo, and then the cook, I had his name, but I lost it.
Philael. Filiel.
Filiel.
Iel.
Because he filleted fish, you know.
Got it. So, and then who else am I missing?
Gnomes invented skills.
You would be missing technically the armored individual who's been standing by the door. You don't have their name.
He hasn't moved though, has he? He's still been by the door. This
I mean,
whole
that we
time.
know
Not
of.
that you've seen.
He is
Guard.
where he was.
But I mean, whenever I walked out to go to my mom's room, was he still standing by the front doors?
I would say it would have been easy enough for you to see that yes, he was.
What's your name again? Morber.
Morber.
that it is. Or Muriel.
So
And then-
nobody's missing right now. Then, like
Everyone
everybody's
everyone
here.
is present.
Ravina. where's she at?
Except for the,
the guard,
armored
because
guard.
that
He's
that
Where's
situation.
Ravina?
Ravenna is his
mom.
mom.
Yes,
Where she was not in the dining
she
room.
was in her
talking to her.
room,
She was-
and I
yeah.
went meet her in the
And
room.
then me, Octavian, and Elias were upstairs.
Fuck is Octavia?
Octavian,
That's
sorry, not Octavius.
the
He does it every time.
king's-
Spider-Man.
the right hand to the king.
Grim,
that's-
thanks
that's
for the
hooking
6,
up
buddy.
with,
Good stuff.
the queen.
Can you say that again?
He was the right hand to the king that died, right?
That
Yeah, and he be fucking the queen
Mm-hmm.
before the king died. So he a little
I feel
upset
like
that
I'm
safety
still
be
missing.
encroaching on his.
you have Casafina?
Yeah, she was in.
Yeah, she was in the dining room.
yeah,
I think that's everyone. Yeah,
I think so.
That's everyone I have.
I am going to.
It was my 18.
Oh, I'm sorry.
18 on the perception. So looking around for anyone that has blood on their clothing, specifically, obviously, you see Casafina. You see Lord Halderian has some on him now. You see Ashandra
From
from
what
like
just happened?
kneeling
Okay.
and
Not
conducting this.
before that though.
Hard to say because you are just looking to see if it's
Yeah.
there. You see that it is
That's
there. Ashandra has some, but it seems to be mostly confined to like her lower body. Like maybe she splashed into something, not paying attention. You see Vasilo has some on his shoes. And then the cook also has some on his lower body because as I just at least you might imagine as I described last session, he sort of ran out and almost like slipped on the blood as he was trying to stop everyone from
What about the
accusing who? The mage? Yeah, Ashandra. I mentioned she has something
Oh,
on her
my
lower
bad.
half. Yeah. But that would be everyone at this stage that has blood on them that you can see.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit.
As everyone is kind of playing their cards close to their chest, and Lord Halderian has received some answers from all of you, but not everyone. He continues to look around, and then you hear a small voice from behind him coming from the mason. Sir, I might have some information. And Ardenia turns towards him, looks down with sort of a telling glance as Vasilo clears his throat. Earlier today, when I was working here, before I left and took a break in the kitchen, I saw that one trying to get into the study. He points at Belfier.
Oh, he's a fucking liar.
That's what they all say.
I figured he was new. I didn't see his face earlier in the day, so I told him that's off limits. He nodded, and I thought that was the end of it. I even said, "Hi, nice to see you again." A little later, when you were with Merelda.
Whoa. Hey, Tabletop Beard. Thanks for the gift.
Tabletop Beard, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships.
Thank
You guys didn't have to do that. You were already sponsoring the stream, but we love you anyway. Bringing new people into the chaos here. Thank you so much, guys.
And the death. No.
And the death. Ardenia now turns to face you. Your offer to sponsor the union of Knight and the Queen might have been just a ticket to buy you entry, perhaps. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, I was with the group the whole time. I
Make-
was never trying to get into the study.
Make a persuasion check. I will say with disadvantage unless anybody wants to corroborate that.
I mean,
I
he
mean,
was
he
in.
was in the
He's
dining
accusing
room.
him, and he was in there
He was
with
in there.
Belfier, wasn't he? Halden's
I
accusing
don't-
him.
No.
How
I don't
Ardenia.
remember ever
Ardenia?
trying to like
Solo.
break into a study.
I was in the dining room with him the whole time.
Okay, then roll persuasion, straight roll. I think I understand what you're saying, but
Yeah.
Ardenia is I mean, magic exists. There are
No, I
other
know.
ways to do things.
Those are pretty dice.
It is. It's sad that it rolled kind of
It
bad.
is-
Yeah.
It was
I'm
very
going to
close to a
take-
20.
I'm gonna take a 16 for 23.
Okay.
So
He now recalls the information that Sam just shared about you being in the dining room as well. As he, are you sure that's what you saw, then, Mr. Vasilo? I'm positive. Never forget a face. He left through the library. Ashandra, you were in there, right? And Ashandra begins to speak up now. I was reading earlier. I do remember someone coming through, but I didn't look up to see who it was. They exited the other side. Thought maybe it was Ravenna, but I could not say.
I think she fucking did.
Did you notice the person
Just thought it came out.
Yeah.
came out before or after
The murder. Oh.
Navoy.
Navoy?
I did come in and I saw you in the study. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
believe
Was it
we
before or after
spoke.
Sir Navoy left?
Yeah.
I'm speaking specifically about earlier in the evening when you first arrived.
So before I was even here.
Around the time that you got here, I have a pretty clear line of sight of the door. I certainly noticed when you came in, but I didn't know who walked through the library around that time.
Oh,
So you can tell
yeah.
whether the sage might have been lying or
Okay.
not.
Well, because of that, would my familiar not have seen
This
somebody leave the
would
library?
this would have been before you had your familiar up.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
what Ashandra's talking about is when you guys arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, as Merelda was showing you around,
Mhm.
around that time is when he saw somebody or heard somebody walk through the library.
Gotcha. Okay. And
When
not
you guys
like with the
first
murder.
saw Ashandra. Yeah.
Not like the
So
murder,
much
that was-
earlier.
okay.
Got you. I thought it was right before, but okay, that makes sense.
Does the gnome does he still have his hat on with the blue feather?
He does.
Okay.
So then the timeline of the timeline of Vasilo saying he saw Belfier trying to go into the library is not at the same time that Ashandra is saying she saw someone walking
No, he
through.
is saying that
He
like
was trying to
earlier,
get her
right
to
when you guys
corroborate.
arrived, he saw Belfier trying to get into the study,
Okay.
and then he told him not to do that. He walked through the library, and then shortly after, your group came upon him while Merelda was showing you guys around, and he was like, "Oh, hey, nice to see you again." Don't mind me.
Uh,
I checked. Those were the specific
But-
words he used.
But she's trying to say she saw someone go through the library and he is saying it was him.
Potentially.
She's just saying that someone was. She did hear someone.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
just-
Can I ask Lord Azarath what spell he has on his study door?
Make a persuasion check with advantage on that. I think it's reasonable that he would reveal
If not, I'll
information.
break that
At this
door open.
point, yeah.
Well, what persuasion you said?
Yep.
Fucking 26.
Wow. Oh, yes, of course. I've not been into the study in some years, since I stopped practicing magic. It can be dangerous, and so we keep a knock spell, courtesy of Ashandra, on the door. The door, of course, is accessible by... And he kind of trails off for a moment. Merelda asked for my key. She mentioned that Vasilo wasn't at his post, wasn't doing the work that he was supposed to be doing. She worried he might have gone into the study. So she asked to borrow the key so she could check.
Before she went to check out Ravina's room?
This would have been just as you were exiting to go visit. You said Ravina?
Yes.
Okay.
It's weird.
You didn't tell him you were going to see Ravina. That's why he's confused.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I was like,
I was like, does he
You
not,
snuck
does he,
off to
I was
make
like,
it
does
look
he
like you were
not
going
know
upstairs.
who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I did say I was going to get something upstairs.
Does the cook still have a burnt hand?
Make a perception check. Low DC, but I
Disguise
definitely...
Magic, I should have... It was, well, I guess not a disguise kit, though. That's fair.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay. With your 13, you can tell that it definitely is still burnt. It looks like he's tried to bandage it up a little bit, but even through those bandages, you can see the red and the swelling of the burn.
I was not curious if he's disguised now. I was curious if he was disguised whenever he burnt his hand.
Right, okay.
Because that would have been around-ish the time that somebody was around the study, right?
And as
Yeah.
this sort of line of questioning feels like it's starting to draw to a close, Linus finally speaks up. Well, what about you, Sir Navoy? You left the dining hall and came back before Elias returned. Weren't you supposed to be protecting your ward? As I understand it, it looks like you came from the library direction. What were you doing there?
I don't remember.
You went to talk to the sage, I think.
Yeah, you
in
went to
there.
talk to the...
You were
I can
gon-
tell you were trailing the sage, but
Yes.
But you were pretending to, like, escort Elias and I.
Yes, that.
make
Just say.
make in that case a
Sorry, I didn't remember. I remember talking to Ashandra, but I didn't remember why I was out there.
in that case make for me. We'll say a perception check, not history. I want to see if you would have noticed something.
I know you guys probably think I'm like super sus now, but that's Morgan genuinely not remembering what's happening.
It's okay. I didn't.
Full
remember
disclosure,
the
I'm
study
throwing
stuff.
sus on everybody. That's kind of my
Yeah.
job right now.
Dirty Twan.
Okay. You were pretty focused on Ashandra, but because of the direction you approached, you actually got quite close to the working area for the Mason, and you do recall seeing him there, even though he was supposedly in the kitchen at that time.
I saw who?
The Mason, Vasilo, working shy of the door.
The study door.
In the kitchen outside, yeah. Whenever earlier you said I detect magic, like the spell was like fading. Whenever you say that, do you mean as if like can I go push the door open right now, or is not going to prevent that?
You can certainly try.
I would like to.
Okay. As you approach the door, wait. Don't go in there. As I said, it's dangerous.
Oh, I don't want to go in the study, to be honest with you, and I'll push on the door to see if Nock is still holding it.
Okay. As you push the door, Nock is not holding it, but you do feel a rattle as the door does appear to be locked mechanically. seeing that the door does actually move and there is no magic left on it, Ashandra sort of turns her head. Oh, I could have sworn my magic was active. Perhaps it was dispelled?
Seems like you would have picked up on that when it happened, huh?
Well, it's not something that I actively concentrate on. No. It's a
Still.
spell that I cast at the beginning of every day, and I leave it there.
I lost my train of thought, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm trying to get it back together.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't ask you that.
You can. I'll just write some. I'll write something down if you need to ask me something. But
Does-
this is gonna give away that.
I'll openly do this because I don't really care, but I'll point at my individuals that came with me
Yeah.
and ask if any of them have locate object by chance.
No.
That would be very useful.
I didn't think so.
I don't even have a spells.
Oh, because you're
Category.
full barbarian.
Oh no. Okay.
So no, I don't have that.
And as you're kind of like casting spells and pushing on doors that you're not supposed to, Luciana actually kind of looks at you with a little bit more suspicion than she has through all of your adventures. As she, you know, I hate to muddy the waters, but safety, weren't you the last one that saw Merelda as you were leaving the dining hall?
No, she walked out behind me.
Well, surely
Insight check.
Persuasion or deception, don't tell us which.
Yeah.
Wait, I think we just got the same dice roll.
Well, everything's.
He's probably got a better modifier though.
Can I just
mine's
have
a 0, so I have
my
10.
familiar?
18. I have a +8 to whatever I'm talking about.
So he seems
Looks up
pretty
character sheet.
trustworthy. Which one is it?
Okay.
And then as she says, because I'm kind of so I don't care about her. I'll
We know.
yeah, I've made anything clear in this campaign.
Don't
in
you
general.
have the disguised hat too?
Yeah, but it's in the room upstairs in my backpack.
He did say he took it off whenever.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
he hasn't been wearing it.
I'll point at. I don't want to say his name necessarily, but I'll point at the bodyguard up at the front door.
Okay.
And ask him, did he see anybody interact with Merelda after she walked out? Sorry, after she walked out and turned right.
Yeah, which way is the guard facing? Is he facing into the mansion?
He's facing
or-
into the room,
Oh,
like
okay.
sort of posted up on the side of the door. As you cast your spell, you know that this individual is a man of no words, not few words. And so you wonder if you might hear something back, and you wait. But you kind of just hear breathing. No words back. No response.
Cool.
I was about to go and pass this guy a note.
Can't read.
Well, yeah, I was basically going to ask him the same thing with a note. I guess I wouldn't know that you're doing that, so I would.
And as you're kind of trying to piece things together, and after Luciana levies an accusation at you, your mother does chime in. He was in the room with me. He came to check on me after it took me some time to return. I was just not quite feeling myself.
Right, and no offense, your opinion doesn't quite matter right now. And I'll walk up to the guard.
What the hell?
I'll walk up to. I can't even remember his name now that I know, but and
guard.
I'll. So, did you see anything?
And based on where he's standing, you notice that he wouldn't have a clear vantage of the hallway, at least not far down the hallway.
I'm gonna.
Can I kind of have like my familiar, like while all this is going on, just like hunting for clues?
Sure. Where do you want to send them specifically?
Blue skidoo.
Okay, so we are right outside of the study.
Yep,
Correct?
correct. It's been a hot spot of activity here,
When there's only one exit from the study.
as far as you know.
I'm gonna go. Can I go touch the walls and see if there's like a secret door?
Absolutely. Where are you trying to touch the walls at?
All the walls.
All the walls, just all the way down the hallway and next to the door and
In
everything?
the study is what I.
Oh, into the study.
In the study, I want to see if there's another exit that
Okay.
we don't know of.
Well, the door is locked, as we've established. It's mechanically locked, but the knock
That's
spell's
the
not
door
on it.
that's locked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
No, it's okay.
That. Okay.
I want to pass safety note. I'm gonna text Kale something, but
Okay.
Can I break the door down?
Does it knock?
Do you?
I mean,
You can try. I'm.
yeah.
There's
Can I
no
try
rule
to like
against it.
break the door like through the frame? You know what I mean?
Sure. As you rush up to the door, Haldarian begins to. Please, as I said, it can be dangerous. You shouldn't go down there. Do you press on ahead?
What do you mean it's dangerous?
It's where I used to practice magics with my son before he passed.
Right, but doesn't it feel like we need to get in there?
his son, he said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they had 2 kids.
Yep, they did.
Added to the family tree.
I don't.
We don't know anything about this son.
I don't think so.
That's the first time we've heard
You
of him?
you
Oh,
do.
I see what you're saying.
You Knight knew they had 2 kids, but that's the first time you guys might have heard of him.
Okay.
It was one of the rumors, but I don't think anybody got it.
Also, if
Can I send my familiar somewhere?
Yeah, where are you sending them? Sorry, I forgot I was waiting on
oh
that.
yeah, my bad.
To, I guess, the kitchen.
Okay.
We have 2 sus people.
You kind of like stand in front of the doorway to hide the fact that your cat familiar is beginning to glide into the kitchen. And as it begins to move in that direction, are you like looking around through its eyes to try and sniff out any additional clues?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check for me. See what you find.
19.
Okay. Looking out over the kitchen, you see indeed a lot of plates of food that had not been fed off of. In particular, a lot of the fish after the incident that had occurred. But you do find 2 plates on one of the central like kitchen islands that are like half eaten, still with utensils in them. The dishes appear to have gone mostly cold. But one of them appears to have a very small fork on the plate. You imagine that might have been the gnome and then the furbolg eating what wasn't eaten by the rest of the partygoers.
Okay.
Looking out across the rest, you don't see any more dishes being cooked currently, but you see there was a dessert that was like starting to be prepared. Trying to think of what else you might see in there. I think that's probably all you would find.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They sound less sus now. Their story checks out. I'm just
It
trying to figure out
It
why.
certainly looks like there were 2 people in there eating, and one of them might have been small.
Yeah. I just want to figure out why he was. Man, was I? I don't actually remember. Was I trying to get into a locked study last session?
You weren't, and I can tell you that.
Okay. I was like, am I just like misremembering?
At least not as far as
The group is concerned?
the world spoken aloud.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
While I'm still up there talking to him, I'll ask him as well if he saw anybody like come down the stairs, because he would have that at least.
Speaking to the
The
guard,
guard.
he looks towards the stairs. And you mean like anyone?
Did anybody come down the stairs other than Elias, Octavius, and Merlina, whatever his name is?
Meryl.
Yeah,
Meryl. He looks back at you and as he sort of raises his hand and points out
I told him to ask
Casafina, who did come down at one point. You know that to be true.
Well,
for
and
sure.
I would
Yeah.
after us.
Shakes his head no.
And then I'll rejoin everyone
Ooh, okay.
and look at Ashandra and go, well, I would request that you open the study for us.
I'm going upstairs.
Well, she kind of like glances over to Halderian as he sort of reluctantly weighs his options. I think there's nothing left here for us to discuss. We should investigate the study. You can unlock it.
I'm breaking the door down.
Okay. As
You don't need
Ashandra,
Somebody has a key?
She has knock.
Ashandra
It unlocks it. Yeah.
It unlocks
casts,
mundane lock
ca-
as well.
it can arcane, basically like arcane.
Well, can we just like flavor that I just like fall through it?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is as she goes to unlock the door, you hear the latch, but your momentum is already carrying you through,
barbarian.
and you slam into the door as it swings nearly off of its hinges.
I stand up and be like, man, that's the easiest door I've ever opened.
I'd like to run in there like pretty immediately.
Okay. The door to Halderian's study slams open and emits a piercing shriek as if it hasn't been used in a century. Revealed beyond is nothing. A dark stairway leads down into what seems to be an inky subterranean basement. The gateway to this mysterious lair beckons you as a haunting feeling flicks down your spine. You rush forward, and as you move through the threshold, your instincts scream aloud that some doors are meant to stay closed. And so, as all of you might have gathered here, I have not been entirely truthful with you all.
No, you have not.
That is what the study
room?
should look
Liar.
like.
Get wrecked.
Oh,
Alex.
that's why you had built a second study. Or a
But
second
this
room.
this is actually what the study is.
Period.
Let's scoot all this towards me if we can. Give me some extra room there. So this is
You notice that on stream I
We'll
am
do
not
this.
helping them with the terrain because if I touch it, it will break. We have learned this about me. I break everything.
and there should be a table next to that little stool there. So, safety.
Opens to those stairs that
Yeah.
go up or down.
Well, they go down. I know it's like not quite exactly
that's
lined
fine.
up, but
Okay,
that's
so they
that's
go
where the door
down
leads.
to a little basement.
Is that like a
it's a
crypt?
spoopy spiral staircase.
Scary little basement.
Are you going down there with safety?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, this is down. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
sure.
Going down.
So as safety rushes forward, the rest of you follow behind as the crowd begins to filter in as well.
I'm not there.
You're not there.
I said I went upstairs.
You went upstairs.
Yep.
Okay. Then we will come back to this. Let's go to what you're doing. You went upstairs.
Can I do
Uh-huh.
something real quick?
Yeah, of
before?
course.
I'd like to message him as we're going down, and I notice him not coming up. I'll message you and be like, check on the bowler hat in my room.
Okay. I would like to take my cards.
Ooh.
I forgot about the
Yep. These cards were given to Moriber in our second murder mystery session. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I was particularly proud of that one. I think it came out really good.
Yeah, and I am going to. I would respond to you. Will do.
Alright, you'll get there, bud. This is third try of redeeming something. You got it, Brett. You can do it, buddy.
I'm going to throw the Jack of Spades down
Okay.
outside of the master bedroom,
Okay.
which would make an illusion of a veteran.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's like some kind of I don't know, like
Yeah, it might
soldierly
be. Yeah, an
kind of
Ardenian
person.
soldier. You would
Yeah.
have seen one at some time. A guard, maybe.
outside of the master bedroom door, facing the door to the master bedroom.
Facing the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go into safety's room and look for the bowler hat.
Okay. I would say it's easy enough to find. He probably didn't hide it anywhere, I would assume.
No, I just put it in my backpack.
Yeah. Okay, then.
And while I'm there, I'm gonna look at the other stuff.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Does he? I'm basically just like any notes or journal is what I'm looking for. That is 18.
Knight, I'll let you tell him.
That's what I just rolled. Yeah, sure. I have a journal.
What is it? What does it say in there? Like, what does he find?
I have a cry.
I'm looking to see if you're like, I'm gonna murder my whole family today.
I can't wait.
Psychopathic
No,
drone.
you'll probably see it more like detailing like my travels as I've gone. Like I would probably have it listed, kind of like journal, like day by day, but also like I would list out like the city, the location I'm at.
Okay, I would flip like straight to like the last few days, and if there's nothing,
it would be pretty much kind of like it would essentially be like a travel log of where I've been because I'm looking for something right now or looking for people. And that's it.
Okay.
No.
I won't even bother trying to put it back how I found it. I'll just kind of like throw it back and forth. I will take the bowler hat with me though.
Okay.
That's
And I will go
idea.
back and I will
Unless
enter
it's
the
murder.
master bedroom. And I will turn the veteran now to be looking outside and like standing post outside of the master
Okay.
bedroom.
You now.
The what?
The illusion of a veteran.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You now enter the master bedroom, and you begin to snoop around different belongings in there. Although, make an investigation check.
I'm specifically thinking that there might be, based on where the study is, there might be some way into the study from here.
Okay. Yeah, make an investigation check.
If that helps. That was bad.
Really bad.
Oh,
What
that's
are
the
we
wrong.
So bad.
I just went to the wrong character. I was like, no, I have a plus 13. That's Valoff.
Womp womp.
You still do, sure. It's fine.
No.
Know your character.
I am going. Yeah. I'm gonna take the 133 we have in chat. No,
Oh God.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take the plus 6 for an 18.
Okay. With your 18, you begin snooping around, and you're actually somewhat surprised at the disorder of the master bedroom, considering exactly how well presented Lady Casafina and Lord Halderian are. If you didn't know better, you might feel as though the room hasn't necessarily been torn apart, but it's been looked through already. You don't find anything too damning, but what you do come to realize as you begin to analyze exactly where the privy is in that upstairs bedroom.
I want to check the bathroom.
It's always the
I
toilet.
was
Yeah,
gonna check
I
to
love-
see if there's connections.
For anyone who doesn't know in chat, I love doing stuff with toilets because I know how toilets used to function. In,
They were just
like,
big
medieval
holes,
times. They were
yeah.
just big holes that
Yeah.
like ran down the side of the castle.
Yeah.
So
We love it.
based on where the privy is, and you can count it out on the map, it would not line up with there being an above ground room outside. And so you begin to realize that, yes, of course there's a basement right there. Otherwise, the privy would drop down into the study.
Makes sense.
Oh, I see.
But as you kind of look into the chasm that is a stinky hole, you
poop.
can't imagine that there would be a pathway leading through that to the study. Although
I do have devil's
there
sight.
is a
if that-
chance. You do have
So
double
you're saying there's a chain.
You can see the bottom.
Okay.
There's a lot of poop in there. It has not been cleaned out in a little while.
I will leave, but I will leave the veteran there as well.
Got it.
And I'm gonna peek quickly into the other privy.
Okay. Same story there.
Yeah.
You see the bottom.
Okay.
No illusions or anything.
Quick open into the other bedrooms as well, just to see if there's any more disturbed things.
You've been in. You've been in the other bedrooms already, I believe.
The only
all
one I
except for
haven't been in
Linus's, right?
is Linus's. And I want to go back into mine and Octavian's just to double check that, like, since we left, no one like was rifling through our shit.
Okay. As you go into the other rooms, I will say specifically because you're so familiar with how you left yours in Octavian's room, those do look like they've been gone through, like some objects are out of place, but they don't appear to have been gone through as thoroughly.
Okay. And then I will
make an insight check, actually. Also, Jason Miller, welcome to the Chaos Crew, friend. Good to see you. I'm adding your points now. That's why I'm looking down at my screen.
22.
With your 22,
You said inside.
yeah, you would gather based on how the rooms have been turned over, but not to a large degree. Someone is looking for something, but they don't even know what they're looking for. They're maybe just looking for something valuable. Looks like they're kind of checking the places
Did they
that
maybe
people
look
might
for a
often
diamond?
hide their jewels. Potentially.
What does that mean?
Luciana stole somebody's diamonds, what it means.
And you know what? Because you rolled so well in your insight, I'll say you also recall that a certain impressive dowry was promised by the crown and delivered by Octavian. So there is probably some large treasure trove somewhere.
Okay. And I didn't notice any like loose bits of like gold or gems that might have fallen while somebody was like making a quick getaway with anything, right? Okay.
You don't see that.
I'll go back downstairs. I do want to briefly stop off to the guard and say, anyone this time?
As you're coming down the stairs and you look for that guard at the door, you actually see him following everyone else as they are now mostly all in the basement here.
I'll try to catch him and before he goes that and just ask like if he noticed anyone when I went up or between me going up and coming back down if he noticed.
He looks
anyone.
towards the stairs, looks down at you, and before he continues to march stoically forward. And now, as you're kind of catching up with everybody, we'll jump back over to our other group as Safety breaches the threshold and you plumb the unknown.
Sorry, I'm going to leave a card behind.
Oh, does
As
a
we go.
Vela Shay mean? That's what that note means. Okay. Got it.
I'm going to leave.
It's probably not super
I'm
important.
specifically
No, yeah,
going to throw the 8 of hearts back where the guard would have been standing
Okay.
and have a bugbear
Okay. Cool.
standing there.
That'll work.
heck
As the card skitters across
It just
the
gives me a
floor
bunch
and
of like
lands.
illusions, and they stay until the card is moved or for a,
For fun. Make a sleight of hand check.
okay,
That's really fun.
or for as long as the spell lasts, which I think is an hour. And they have to DC 15
I
to
think
see if they can.
the dice roller didn't roll.
Oh no. Okay. Looks like Jason. Nice. First roll here. Let's see what you get, man. An 18.
Yeah.
That's very
Nice.
good. But that was not Brett Gidry that rolled it. If you could change that for me, Mo.
Yeah.
Got to make sure we
I
give
got
Jason
you,
credit
Pam.
for
I
that
got you.
awesome roll.
Coincidentally, that is what I rolled on my sleight of hand. 18.
Hey, awesome.
Hey.
So with your 18, you are able to quite perfectly place the card. The bugbear is only a little bit off rotation as the card skitters to a stop across the floor.
Okay.
But it looks normal to you as you begin to race off towards the study. Now, rejoining the rest of you, Safety, you plumb into the unknown as you breach the threshold of this unsettling place. Your eyes adjust, and you come to find not the abandoned study that Lord Azarath promised, but a well-kept magical lair with one stunning feature that catches your attention immediately. Across the way, near the desk, sits a man in chains. As everyone else rushes in behind you, you realize that Halderian stands both behind you and in front as the bound individual looses their gag and shouts, "Imposter! Imposter behind you!" And with that, we're going to go on a quick break because I feel the tensions rising.
Oh my!
And I definitely want to make sure we can hit the rest of this all in one go. We're going to be gone for about 10 minutes. It's the perfect time for you guys to go and take a little potty break.
Look at the moon.
Go look at the moon. We'll be right back. See you guys in just a bit. Bye.
Bye.
What the fuck?
My God.
I would have.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, XIVM, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Fated Caliber, Anthony Pace, Memebot 69,000, Dutin 103, Jason 96, Zebek Longfang, Lil Tired, Charlie Gardner, Moon Goose McQueen, Drazaddy, Vivian June, Thorn W, Sean Spurlock, Another Zio, Tamtin Tunda, Pasha Baby S, LEJ Ind, Frog Commander, Noche Negra 101, Nicholas Rombecker, Verin the Crow, Storytime with Knuckles, Cecil Williams Dragon, Rachel M, Tunok, Charlie Beck, Freyshot, Xander F, Tyler Dan, Phil 4975, Super Thorko, Austin Slayer, Andres DeBarbara, Nick the Kid, Corey Jones, Scott Patterson, Cabbage, Michael Calvinto, Agile Monk, Boomstick, Almighty Zeus, Liminal Entity, JJ Sasquatch, Brendan Sparrow, Derpy Ice Creams, Don Zilev, Josh, Devin Beer, Elemental Freak, Cesar Romes, Jerome Grant, Kyrie Williams, Mike Gayan, Wumpable, Electric Werecat, Triforce Samurai, Alexandre Enriquez, Avocado 123, Maxwell, Autographed Cat, Wayne Hancock, Matt Susan, Kathy Evans, Dustin Stacy, Cabbage Cat, Donna Janvo, Josh Cook, Chad Jackson, Robin, Dravian, Curtis Ellis, Brian Harvey, The Azure Sky, Jason B, and Defiant Chaos. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it.
Thank you, you're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight! Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships! Let me show you how. Ha 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 ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha 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 ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that?
Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Geramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkeport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, friendos. Hope you guys had a great break. Got to go see the moon and check out all the chilly weather with the Halloween vibes well on the way. now that we have returned, some of us have kind of discussed possibilities behind the scenes without being too revealing. But we rejoin all of our adventurers as Halderian appears both ahead and behind the party. One of them is bound in chains within the study and calls out the other Halderian as an imposter. This is around the time that you rush in, Morber. What is everyone doing?
So I'm standing behind the fake or the
Yeah, you're the last one in.
Okay.
So
2 quick questions, because there's one I forgot about. Did my detect magic detect anything on the guard?
on the guard.
Yes. Like an animate dead spell.
I would say no.
Okay. I know his like race, I guess, may be weird. But
Well, it's I think you may have gotten a rumor that would lead you to believe something. You don't necessarily see like the effects of a spell, but there is like some faint dark magic kind of
okay, I
encircling
got you.
him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure about. Nothing to
but
worry about. Everything.
as all of you try to make quick sense of the accusation that has just been hurled at your group, what would everyone like to do?
Oh,
I want to inspect the dude in chains.
Yeah, and also like now that we're back, detect magic in this room.
Yeah, so your detect magic is just barely able to kind of give you a quick glance over the room.
I think he's recasting it though, right?
I can, but
Okay.
yeah.
I'll say you get a few pings here. In specific,
I won't yet. I'll see what this says. We'll go from there. I'll save a spell slot.
you would see a small animal figurine on the desk itself is glowing with magic. There is you see a shield hanging on the wall behind the desk that is glowing with magic. And you see on one of the shelves, like up on that little ladder area, there appears to be a box that is exuding some magical aura. So there's a few magical items that you get a ping on in this room. Those are what you can see as Dispel Magic dissipates.
I don't get a
School.
either. I don't get a ping, or does he not have the Halderian that's locked up? I don't get anything from them.
You don't get any ping on him. The individual does not appear to be under the effects of any spell, nor do the chains or gag that has bound him appear to be any spell.
Can I like?
I'm posting up and stopping anybody from leaving. I'm the last one to come.
Okay. Yeah, you stand at the top of the stairs. You can see that there's some commotion at the bottom as hushed voices sort of echo up through the stairwell. You hear gasps and people beginning to whisper amongst themselves, but you're maybe not sure exactly what's going on. You might have heard the
Fireball
word.
and the whole, no, I'm just,
Yeah, just
I'm the murderer.
Let's just get them on. Clean sweep.
What condition is the
Wouldn't that be
Halderian in
so
chains
beautiful?
be
in?
perfect.
Like, can I kind of like surmise how long he's been chained?
I'll have you make an investigation
Ooh, yeah,
check.
like, does he have like rashes around his
Well,
wrists?
Or like
How
skin?
are you just kind of giving him a look over from where you are, or are you trying to approach him and inspect him?
How far am I from?
You're
How-
like at the base of the stairs.
I'm at the base.
And we
of the
can- we
stairs,
can
and where
move you
is
guys.
he in the room? Is he all the way?
He's against the table there. You can see that.
Who's in? Can I see who's in front of?
Who's on first?
Like,
What's
am I in the
second?
front of the crowd and I'd be the first person approaching him, or is there like people I'd have to push past?
You would be near the front of the crowd because I think you were the second person to come in after safety. So,
Okay, then I'll get closer to him.
okay. In that case, I'll have you make an investigation check as you get. How close do you want to get to him? If he's right in front of the table there.
If he's right in front of the table, like just out of arm's reach.
Okay.
Like if
So,
if
like,
you were if it was an illusion,
5 feet between him and
Yeah.
you, and you're just kind of bending down and looking at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still I don't trust if it's I don't know.
Who's that?
That's me.
He's standing at the top of the stairs.
You said investigation, right?
The minute I hear commotion,
Yes.
I'm like, I'm letting that sort itself out. I don't want to let anybody escape
I'm gonna
past
take-
these stairs. I'm gonna be the bottleneck.
This D4. Or like this.
Yeah, from Brett.
No.
I think Brett rolled
No,
a 4
I'm
earlier.
trying to
Yeah,
think
he
of
did.
if I want the 4 or if I should. I don't want to waste like a. It was investigation, correct?
Yes.
It's not wasting something. It's information, man.
Yeah, but it might just be like nothing. Okay, then I'll take a 5.
I mean, nothing is still information. If we know that
so
nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, with your 14, as you kind of look him over, he appears to be in decent condition, maybe a little bit dirtied up, but there don't appear to be any like cuts or bruises on his body. And as you continue to investigate, he's pleading with you, please let me go. I promise. I'm telling you the truth. I don't want to die here.
Can I just like shh?
Yeah.
While
And then
I'm
slit
like,
his throat.
You put your finger on his mouth. As you are looking at him, sort of pleading and shaking, you see some of the chains are actually beginning to like fall a bit loose, and you hear from behind you some of the whispers that are being had between the rest of the group. You hear Halderian saying, "I've been with you all night. I don't know who this is. It's not me. I am me. I've been with you the entire time." And as you're kind of distracted by this and looking at the chains, it is at this point
That we will all roll initiative.
that the bound Halderian suddenly springs to life as their charade slips away.
he stabs me.
The elderly elven figure moves with a swiftness reserved for men half his age, as a crossbow is drawn out from behind him. The clink of coin resonates through the chamber with the shifting of his weight as 3 gold pieces plummet from an overfilled coin purse at his side. Hardly minding this, the individual smiles and lets loose a bolt in your direction, leaving no further guess in your mind as to their allegiances. I will have everyone roll for initiative. Tabletop, thank you for the reminder to like the video there, and thank you for being a member for 16 months. That's crazy. I feel like it was just yesterday we found each other in serendipity and began to work together on some awesome product videos and sponsorships for these great live streams. I really appreciate you guys being a part of that. Thank you. Let me get this pulled up.
It's a high initiative, but I don't know what's happening.
Morber, what did you roll?
7.
7. Beautiful. Belfier?
91. I'm kidding. 16.
I was like, jeez. Believe it or not,
That
nobody's
was a
ever made that joke on
D100.
stream.
11.
Okay.
No.
And Cernavoy. Yawn. Yes.
Period.
Got it.
Pause for dramatic effect. 19.
19. Very cool. So, being as surprised as you all may be, this individual is going to get an attack off as they spring up onto the table here. Sorry in advance for everyone looking at my forehead as I lean forward to move these minis. And because you're the closest one there, he is going to fire, let's see, at least 2 short bow attacks at you, and we'll see where that gets him. Sorry, crossbow. That's
At
what I meant
me?
to say. No, sorry, at
At me.
Belfier, because he's the closest. Oof.
Yep, that sounds good.
2 15s on those attacks. Do they hit?
Ooh, they hit me.
Okay, they were
They
were-
definitely hit.
they were close to not hitting, but you are going to take 14 points from both of them. 14 points of piercing damage and 6 points of poison damage as the bolts appear to be laced with some sort of toxin that seeps into your bloodstream. You feel yourself starting to get a bit woozy as you back away from this individual.
You're down,
in
my
response.
dude.
Are you down?
No.
Yeah, that was 14 from 2 separate hits, so that's 28.
No, 14 total. I added
Oh,
them
okay.
together.
I was like,
So it's a
geez.
total of 20 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Barring any resistances. And you're still up, correct?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's 30% left.
Bless you.
Bless.
This individual is going to then, still gonna make that last crossbow attack. They have 3.
How rude.
That
This one
investigation was not
is a
worth it.
13. Does that hit?
A 13? Yeah.
Oh my god! Okay, well you're gonna take another 10 points of damage in that case.
Are you wearing armor?
Go to your inventory.
Because you're pretty dexterous.
No, you're not wearing. Oh, cast off.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They're all like, oh yeah.
I'm not that slow.
I mean, I wonder if your armor is actually hurting you though.
Yikes.
What's your dex?
Oh,
no.
12 AC.
His dex is +0. He's not very dexterous.
Oh, why? I'm thinking you're the rogue. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
You're thinking of
thinking, yeah.
probably Badger.
So with that, this individual is going to sort of shift in their stance as they move back behind the table. A few more coins spill out, and you hear Octavian from behind you. The Queen's dowry! Don't let him get away! As he moves behind the table, we now come to Cernavoy's turn. What would you like to do? Belfier, you're on deck.
I have no idea what's happening.
He just
The
wrecked me is what I-
the quote unquote fake Haldirian is attacking you with the crossbow right now.
He still looks like Haldirian.
Yep.
Fake is the one in chains.
Yeah.
Not in chains anymore, but yes.
The one that was chained up is
Correct.
the fake. And he's attacking me.
Well, he's attacking the group.
Okay, well, I'll attack him.
He pew-pewed Belfier, and Belfier looks like he's about to die.
And I have weapon mastery now. I don't know how to use it, but we'll figure it out.
Weapon mastery is a thing now.
So
It just happens, basically. What are you attacking with? Greatsword?
Great Sword of Vengeance.
Yeah, so you would have the Graze property, I believe, which even if you miss, you deal proficiency bonus damage to the creature.
Yes, it has graze. Okay, so I think I have 2 attacks as well.
Okay, so you're gonna rush in on this guy.
Yeah. Okay. So for my first attack, I missed. Well, it's an
Do you know?
11.
Okay, that does miss. As you begin bounding forward through the rest of the crowd, you wield your greatsword and try to bring it down upon him. He balances on a foot as he pivots, and you slam into the table,
But I
sending
do-
splinters into the air.
Graze him. for
Yes.
7 points of damage.
One of those splinters actually
Wait.
slices across his cheek as he's going to take probably 3 points of damage.
It says the ability modifier you
Oh,
use
sorry,
to
not
make the
proficiency
attack
bonus.
roll. So he takes 7 points.
No,
Yes.
you do not have a +7 ability modifier.
I have a +7 to hit.
No, that's
No.
not your ability. That's your ability plus.
You probably have a
proficiency.
+4. You're using strength to attack,
It's
correct?
2d6 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he takes 4 damage as the splinter cuts across his face, drawing a bit of blood down.
'Kay.
You now do see that this Haldirian appears to be flesh and bone. Either that or this is one of the best illusions you've ever seen, fooling even detect magic at that. Are you making a second attack?
Yeah. Getting to my character sheet again.
I don't see no obsidian.
No, you don't.
16.
Okay.
There's probably
With
more
your
to this.
16, you do hit. As he's still off balance and that splinter has kind of drawn a bit of blood into his eye, he can't quite see your attack coming as you catch him in the side.
So that is 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay. As you connect, you hear a groan. But even though Haldirian is dressed in fine robes, you see that this individual, as you connect, you feel something underneath their robes that might be leathers, might be maybe even some chainmail. It certainly appears to help cushion the blow. Instead of cutting straight through him, you feel that resistance and you hear a grunt. Ugh! Are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay. We now move to Belfier's turn. Knight, you're on deck. What would you like to do?
Oh man. I mean, I don't know, because I really want to like. Yeah, I'm stuck between
You've got very little hit points.
I know,
So that's his dilemma right now. Is
but I'm nervous. Like, will he be able to get me if I try to get out? I'm just gonna run out of his range and try to like.
Okay.
I have no way.
You
to
weren't
heal them.
really in his melee range.
Yeah, he
you
PP'd
did at
you.
least decide to do that.
Well
You
then,
want to go?
never mind. If I'm out of his melee range,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to attack. Dang.
the sooner we kill him, the
Yeah.
less likely he is to kill you.
This is very true.
Don't kill him.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with.
We have somebody who knows Revivify.
We gotta ask the question.
Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Okay, I believe you get 2 of those beams now at 5th level,
Oh, what?
so you get to make that attack twice. I think it's at 5th. Am I crazy?
I'm a 5th level warlock, and I don't see that.
Sure.
No, I get 2. Total beams 2.
Yep.
Period.
Oh. It
Read
has
the
to do
whole
with,
spell,
It
Sam.
has to do with the cantrip. I thought it was a warlock thing. I was reading the warlock.
No, I know. I'm messing with you.
Stupid.
I'm messing with you.
All right. 1d10 plus 4.
Yeah, I know 5th level's an important one. That's also a D8.
Oh wait. Oh my god, dude.
You're good.
And you have 2 of those, so it's
They look very similar.
4 and a 5.
9.
Did you roll to hit him?
Oh. You gotta.
Oh
you
my
do have to
God.
roll to hit.
You got it.
Plus 7, so 23.
Okay, on the first one, you definitely connect. Roll again to see if you hit him on the second.
Same thing.
Yep.
Okay, both connect as in point blank range and being thrown off balance from Cernavoy's attack. You're able to outstretch your hand and shoot him nearly point blank with 2 Eldritch Blasts that send him nearly tumbling off of the table. How much damage is he taking?
It was a 4 and a 5, right?
Yeah, it's 9.
Okay.
Or wait, no, it was because I had rolled twice. No, it was a 4 plus 4, so 8. Right?
No, 4 and 5. You rolled a 4, and then you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's 9.
So 9.
Yeah.
Got it.
You hit him twice, so you rolled twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you slam into
Wait,
this.
I have plus 4, so it wouldn't be 8.
Oh, he gets extra damage. Yeah, so
that's why
Agonizing Blast?
8 on top
Okay.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On each one, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's 17 points of damage then.
That's
Sorry,
why
I was about to
like-
ask if you had Agonizing Blast.
That's why I was confused.
That's where the plus 4 was
I
coming
was
from.
thinking,
Yeah, you're right.
We were
you're
talking,
right.
each talking about a different 4.
Completely glazed over.
As the 2 Eldritch Blasts connect with him, you see this sort of how would you describe the magic that makes up your Eldritch Blasts? Like, what is the color? What is the magical flavor of it?
Kind of darker, like purple-ish, like so dark of a blue that it almost looks kind of purplish.
Got it. As the blue flares up and you see this almost open flame begin to enrapture your enemy. The blue flames do not glow brightly like normal blue flames. They look like they're almost sucking light in as the necrotic energy of these, the force damage of these Eldritch Blasts sort of blows apart some of the robes that he wears. And indeed, underneath them, you do see some leathers, some very dark leathers that might be indicative of an individual up to no good. With that, unless you're doing anything else with like movement or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to get out of there.
Oh, you
Well,
can just
yeah,
move.
if your movement is a separate thing. You can just move out of there if you want.
Yeah, let me get out of there.
Okay.
Where you wanna go?
Thanks, Caleb.
Is
Other
there
one.
anybody, like,
Other one.
Oh,
yeah,
There you go.
And he's by the table. Let me kind of just go to the back. Can I get to like the back of the crowd if there's a crowd?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, some meat shields.
Sure. I'll say you have half cover there. What that basically equates to is an extra 2 to your AC.
Okay.
And
I need it.
That'll
One of those
that'll
kids would have
help
missed
you out.
last time.
Yeah.
What does that put you at now? 14 or 15?
14.
As you see Belfier take cover safety, it is now your turn. You see this individual is not quite bloodied, but certainly looking a bit worse for wear as more gold and jewels begin to spill out of that overflowing coin purse onto the floor. What would you like to do? Morber, you're on deck, of course.
My turn's gonna be very easy.
I know. Well, I'm debating between doing 2 things because I know it's going to take my action to do either. Because part of me doesn't want to attack him. Part of me wants to open that box. That's only because I'm nosy. Okay. Regardless, I am going to bonus action Misty Step up here.
Nice. Okay. Cool move.
And I'll be watching old boy.
That's still in the room though, right? You didn't go up the stairs?
No, that is in the room.
Yeah, that's like a shelf unit thing.
Yeah, there's a ladder on the other side of it. I don't know if you can see.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah.
I need your help, Sam. Attack or open the box?
Open the box.
Oh, attack.
Oh.
Which brings up
how's he looking? Is he looking bloodied?
He's not quite bloody.
Yeah. So he can take an attack. Attack him.
Oh, okay. The D20 told me to open the box, but
Oh, I mean, then open
No,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna-
If you're asking my opinion, it's attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack you. Good. Let me. I'm gonna. Do I want to do that? Sure. I'm gonna attack him with my sharp bow.
Okay.
And don't I do like some weird stuff?
Do you have weapon mastery?
No. Do I get advantage?
You
on
would
the
have weapon
roll?
mastery.
I'll allow it.
You would probably, your short bow, I believe, gives you Vex, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
No, I have weapon mastery on my short sword and
A knife?
a hand bow.
A hand crossbow?
crossbow.
Well, do you want to use your hand crossbow instead? I think they're the same damage.
I don't have one in my inventory, but if that's okay.
Yeah, you
with
do.
You okay?
You do now.
I completely agree with you. Yeah, Slay.
You go
I'm
to
gonna
pull
go
out
ahead and
your bow, and it's a hand crossbow. You're like, oh.
He just breaks it in half. He's like, a hand one.
yeah, sweet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's what I'll do. All right. Does a 18 hit?
18 does hit as you take out your hand crossbow and fire it at this individual, feeling like you may be in sort of a dueling contest between this other roguish archetype compared to you. Each of you wields a crossbow. It does find purchase, piercing through whatever armor they are wearing under those clothes, and you pin his shoulder back. And yeah, you do
Vex.
get sneak attack.
Yeah.
And with Vex, that means the next attack you make on him has advantage.
So
Or maybe it's
gotta-
the next attack in general. I'm going to double check that. Carry on.
No, I think it's this attack. Cunning, because I also have cunning strike.
No. Just roll. Yeah, roll the damage.
Cunning
You
strike
had
is something
advantage.
else.
The Vex will give you something on something else.
5, 10, 16, 18.
Grim said you have a sawed-off crossbow.
And
Shotgun.
then 18 plus 2, so 20 damage.
Okay. I almost put 20 in addition to 18.
Yeah, that's fine. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
38. Yeah.
Absolutely.
As this crossbow bolt hits in the precise spot that you know will do the most damage, from this unseen vantage you strike, and you hear a shrill, piercing scream, or more of a yelp really, come from this Halderian figure as the crossbow bolt goes clean through, and you see a smattering of blood splash across the brick wall behind him as the robes he wears now begin to stain red from the wound you created. He is certainly bloodied at this
No
point.
disguise is dropping.
No disguise has dropped.
Okay, wait. I have a question about Cunning Strike. So Cunning Strike says when you deal sneak attack damage, you can add one of the following Cunning Strike effects.
Yeah, so you can basically give up a damage dice of your sneak attack to do that. You've already dealt your damage.
Okay, got
so
it.
you'll know
okay.
you'll know that for
No,
next time.
that's fine. Yeah,
Sneak
yeah.
attack is like wall of fire.
Yeah, when I don't ever
It's
play
it's not it's kind of the rogue's only thing, and it is Cunning Strike is the new thing that rogue got, and so you may have just not noticed that when you leveled up your character.
It's like sorcery
When I've
points
never-
now.
I-
They
I
turned
don't
it
like
into
ever play a rogue
you can
either,
spend
so-
it on
That's
either
okay.
damage or
My brain is like, what
stuff.
is all this extra stuff?
But if that's
Okay, yeah,
if that's
okay.
it for you,
Yeah, I can't do anything else. Yep.
okay. We now move to Moribur. You've been at the top of the stairs, and so you hear combat occurring downstairs, but you haven't seen much. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna bonus action, still looking at like mural.
Yeah.
Draw my I forgot it. It's been so long. I forgot it. My warhammer,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna hold an action. If anyone tries to come up the stairs, I'm gonna tell them in Morber voice,
No.
go the fuck back down. And if they don't, then I will attack them.
Okay. Got it. In that case, we now go back.
Sorry, I have a question on that.
Uh-huh.
When I take the attack action, I get 2 because of Thirsting Blade.
Okay.
When I'm holding that, I would get 2, right?
Yeah, you're still taking the attack
Okay,
action.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So this individual now sees the odds stacked against him. You see the blood seeping down, and you see that overfilled coin purse. He sees a bit of light filtering down from the doorway that remains open. He is going to bonus action disengage.
Yeah, that does not get around held action.
It does.
What?
Well,
Because I said if
he doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, but yeah, you're right.
I
it
held an
doesn't.
action to
You are correct.
smash.
He's not thinking about that. So he is going to bonus action disengage and begin to sprint past you.
Me?
Yep.
Opportunity attack!
Bonus action
What did I just
disengage.
say?
Bonus action disengage.
I know, I just wanted to.
I got excited.
He's slipping by and you know you can't hit him, but you still hit the ground.
Grace property, baby!
As this individual is now beginning to slip past the crowd, he's kind of in the midst of them. We'll say they're difficult terrain, and he realizes he needs to sprint to get out of there. He is going to action dash to try and get up the stairs here.
Do any of
The minute he rounds the corner, I'm gonna say, "You don't want to come up here." As looking like Muriel, but
yeah, I mean he still rounds the corner anyway.
taking my actions.
Make your swing.
Two
Clothesline this
swings.
guy.
My 2 swings.
Yeah.
You be swanging.
Morbor's not, unfortunately, not gonna try to keep this guy alive. Wow! Thank God for advantage. I think I still missed though. I don't know why I rolled that advantage.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
That's my 2
Are you
hits.
rolling 2 attacks?
That's my 2 hits.
Okay. And you don't have a reaction.
Yeah, no, I know. The highest one is a 13.
Both are gonna miss.
Yeah.
As you swing wide both times, he ducks under the first and actually cartwheel flips over the second as he begins to make his way out of the door. He is now here. You see he's leaving behind a small trail of gold in his wake. Sir Navoy, it is now your go. Belfier, you're on deck.
Okay. Where did he go?
He's right there.
He
made
just
the
made
door.
it outside.
Oh, I don't know.
But
what
he
happened.
he double moved.
Yeah, so he didn't make any attacks or anything.
Yeah. To
Well,
get out.
I
So
have
he did get kind of far.
40 feet of movement.
You do,
So
but you don't have a bonus action dash, I believe.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get there.
Huh?
I can get to him.
Okay.
And 40, right?
Yeah, so the crowd that is gathered there, I counted it as difficult terrain for him because technically they're enemies, but they are allies for you. You can move
So-
through them, no problem.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I would allow you to get in range. I think that makes sense. You can catch up to him,
I'll be moving.
just barely.
Be schmoving.
I'll be moving.
just a swinging?
Now I'm gonna pow him.
As you make your way up the wooden steps, they actually feel like they're going to collapse underfoot for how old they are and how heavy your footfalls are. He hears you coming and turns around just soon enough to make eye contact with you as you bring your greatsword down on him.
A 9 and a 22.
Oh, the 22 hits. The 9 does not.
All right, so he'll take 4 from Grace.
Yep.
And then
Nice
he
remembering that.
will take another 10 splash.
Okay. As the second attack lands, you actually are able to clip his legs out from under him. You see him go flying into the wall, but he is continuing to carry his momentum forward. It feels like you're for lack of a better way of explaining it, hitting a video game character, because every time you strike this guy, more gold and gems begin to spill out from that coin purse on his side.
It's a Mario block.
With that, Sir Navoy, it is now Belfier's turn. Knight, you're on deck. Sorry, I keep alternating between Knight and Safety, but we'll call you Knight for the rest of it.
Where is
This is you,
yeah.
and
where's
he is there, and Sir Navoy is here.
Can I get within range?
You have 30 feet, I believe, of movement.
I can't
And you have a
see where
120
they're all.
foot
You can get there.
Eldritch Blast. So you just gotta get line of sight.
3, 4, 5, 6. And this would get you basically at the doorway to blast through.
But like he's in my line of sight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yes, I
I'm gonna
will.
rage.
Yeah, bonus action rage.
Yeah.
Mad that you didn't bring him down with that last attack. You begin to rage.
Yeah.
I will Eldritch Blast again.
Okay. So anyway,
Started blasting.
started blasting.
Neither hit. They're both 3s.
Plus
Okay.
Take something in the chat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
10.
it's a 10. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Before I tell you, do you want to take something in the chat? It's up to you. You have a
yes.
reaction currently, so you can
Yes.
potentially make one of those a hit.
We know a 13 doesn't hit.
I would like to make it. I'll take this 10, and then it'll be a 17.
17 hits. So roll damage on one of your Eldritch Blasts, and we'll make sure to add your Agonizing Blast on top.
It's +4.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. So 6 points of damage as you try and arc your Eldritch Blast around Sir Navoy's hulking form. You are able to connect, but only sort of a glancing blow as this individual continues to clamber forward, just trying to escape. Safety, it is now your go. Sorry, I just said I was going to keep calling you Knight. Knight, is now your go, and Moribur, you're on deck.
Oh, you're okay.
You should do that the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Tell him you're gonna
Boom, 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 boom.
keep him on
Bouncing
his
back and
toes.
forth.
Much? 30 feet.
That's what you get for having multiple names. You son
No,
of a bitch.
okay. I'm gonna, okay, Knight's gonna be like, oh my god, okay, I can't really mess with this box right now, unfortunately. I'm gonna jump down. I will take fall damage. I don't care.
We'll say it's 1d6.
Slay. And then I'm gonna bonus action
5.
dash.
shit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hi, girl.
You said you don't care.
Right.
No takebacks.
I did. Bonus action dash. Can I get in front of him?
That's a good question. Let's see. So you'd have 60 total. Well, you drop down, so that would be 5 movement there. You'd have 55 left.
30, 35, 40,
45,
50, 55.
I'll say you're able to get in front of him. That's just the extra little
You
bit.
sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can just
I
get
can
next
just
to him
kick
too.
him and give him the
Give him the extra
like,
bit.
5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like,
Yeah, you kick me.
Oh,
I take
yeah.
another point of
Don't do that.
damage.
yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going
They would also
to
hit you.
go ahead.
So one thing I meant to mention at the start of the session, but I'm not sure.
So that it doesn't
Uh,
but it'll at least
Mm-hmm.
Hit him. He might be the imposter.
I think he is.
Flanking
Sets a
does not
fireball.
exist anymore, I believe.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that
go
up.
ahead. Yeah, I'm not. Nope, we talked about that the other day.
They took it out of the DMG. I think so. I don't have the DMG. So I heard like people talking about it. We're going to rule no flanking at least for tonight though.
Yeah, man.
Since we're playing with the new rules.
Also, one of us might be the murderer, so who knows if we're actually on the same team?
Who knows?
Someone just asked if we call him Knight because he's no longer safe. Because he's the murderer.
That's a good hypothesis, Killer Kitty. I like what you're cooking with there.
I am going
don't.
to
I
look
trust
at him
If
and I'll be
it's
like,
you,
look,
I'm gonna be
at this
so
point,
sad.
I don't know who you
I
are
haven't
anymore.
suspected you at all.
And Dragon Ball Z style, I'll
I'm so
hold my hand
curious.
out in front of his face and you'll
Literally.
just see a glowing ball start forming and I'll chromatic orb him.
As that ball is forming, he is pleading for his life. You see Haldirian's form, the man who was so stoic but still soft-hearted
What if this is
within the
Haldirian?
Azarath
He
household.
just killed him.
Please, you must believe me. I'm the real one. They stashed me in there. I don't want to die here.
He shot someone unprovoked.
Yeah, he also wasn't chained up.
Yeah.
So your call.
You're a liar.
He could be.
He's a big fat phony.
Oh my god.
Chromatic orb is ranged and it's an attack roll.
Yes.
You would have disadvantage on that roll. Do you want to change your positioning instead of being right in front of him?
You're really not going to let us use flanking?
I don't
It
think
doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
That's fair.
Do you want to change your positioning instead?
Like you could have not run all the way out. You could have.
Yeah, you could have stayed
behind.
back and gotten a ranged attack off.
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
I forget about ranged. Forget about spells.
If you're trying to keep him from running away in case you miss, I go next and I can get in front of him.
and I'm not really.
You step in front of Belfier.
I'm on the
and
wall. Nobody can
sort
see
of
me.
crouched and shoot through the doorway.
And I'm burning a luck point
Okay.
to roll at advantage because I rolled crap.
Yeah, now's the time to use those luck points.
Oh no. You better take some from the chat. Unless you're the murderer.
Well, if he is the murderer, he probably wants to empty those chat rolls anyway.
That's true.
I'm accusing him, so he can't use the rolls.
What if we all just started attacking each other?
J'accuse!
13.
I don't know how much you guys would like that.
Does 17 hit?
17
I have
does
darkness
hit.
and I can see in it. You guys can't.
How much damage is this guy taking?
He is going to take.
I think-
I'm just going to roll it on D to make it easier.
I thought I had,
He takes
I'd be able to say.
13.
I'd kill you first.
Cold damage.
Okay. I wish I could turn this around to show you,
Yeah.
because this individual has exactly 13 hit points.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right
Chromatic
here.
orb!
He had 84 to start, if anybody wants to check my math.
As he pleads for it, I'll just be like, I don't know what's happening, Lord Azarath.
As you fire your chromatic orb into him, shards of ice begin to spill out from his body. And you see this figure that you find synonymous throughout your childhood with a quiet but caring love fall to the ground. Halderian comes up the stairs from behind you just in time and stares into the eyes of his supposed doppelganger as your enemy falls to the ground. The fine grayed elven hair ripples into black as the pale imitation collapses and their momentum carries them onto their backside in an awkward position. In that moment, the false Halderian visage fades away to reveal a gray-skinned individual in dark leathers rather than fine robes.
Changeling.
The eyes of the Enigma stare blankly towards the ceiling as the dark bladed rapier that they held at their side now falls loose from its sheath, emanating a sour resonance in response to the cold stone floor that it collides with. You wait on bated breath for the weapon to disperse as the others had before, but it does not. It simply rocks back and forth until the balance of the weapon is found and it comes to rest, just out of reach of the true imposter. Luciana quickly bounds ahead and sends it skittering away from the dead man's grasp, having seen what they can do before. And you hear Halderian's voice from behind you. What foul deeds? Thank you all. I'm sorry to have ever doubted you.
Everyone went down.
Everyone was down there.
So he is the only one not of the party members who is currently up here right now.
And
And Luciana, right?
And Luciana. I would say a lot of people are beginning to gather at the stairwell to like look at what has happened.
I'm gonna stay down there.
Halderian gets a
Not
look
the
of
Halderian,
surprise.
because he's passed me up already. I'm gonna say.
I mean, just hearing it,
Yeah.
hearing
No,
your
yeah,
voice,
no, I
he
know,
turns
yeah.
around. I'm so... Miro.
I'll drop the disguise. That blade is dangerous business, and whoever it actually belongs to is still here and gonna kill us.
What is the meaning of this? Elias! Who is this man?
I'm your protection. That's what I'm gonna say.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh yeah! I'm good at
We don't
those.
get to do these very often.
Boo! I have my reaction back. I'm gonna take the 18 in the chat
Okay.
for a, and I would have taken something lower because I have a plus 7. So
Alex, so the guy
25.
that was in chains
Mhm.
is who we killed.
Yes.
And he was a changeling.
Yeah, he appears to have been a changeling, yes.
Got it. Thank
What's
you.
his name? Alice.
No, he might have ID on him, but you don't know his
I
name.
think the roller missed a roll
Oh, dang it.
from tabletop.
Gee, dang it. Thanks, Tabletop, for the roll. We need it.
we do. We have only a
A
few.
12, but that will definitely come in handy. We have enough pluses to make that a hit. Thank you. Thank you, Tabletop.
So 25 intimidation.
Okay, yeah, you see Halderian look around at the rest of his group. Even the stoic Kaldon sort of stands there, arms crossed, unmoving, unflinching.
Kaldon.
That's the guard.
Yeah, sorry.
I was like, who the fuck is this?
That's the guard.
I knew it was the guard. I just wanted to make sure that was the name you said.
Who's this other guy?
Is that an important name?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
I just hadn't.
Yeah.
He hadn't said it. It hadn't been
That's
spoken
fine, I
aloud.
just-
Like I said,
making
he
sure.
just not knowing the name and us not knowing.
Yeah.
Given that you have saved our lives, I will choose to trust you in this moment. Though I feel I have little choice in the matter.
Well, as long as you're not the one who that blade actually belongs to.
I've not seen that weapon. I assume it belongs to the intruder.
Well, in our experience, they tend to disappear when the owner dies. This man took that money from somebody's room. He rifled through everybody's room upstairs. Could have stolen that blade from somebody here too.
Did you drop your disco?
Yeah.
I was like,
As you explain that, Octavian brushes past you.
Oh, no. I not let.
Okay. I believe that money is the queen's dowry.
Yeah.
I would like to inspect the body, if you wouldn't mind.
I do mind. We'll deal with it whenever we figure out who the blade belongs to.
Feeling the brunt of that prior intimidation check, Octavian begins to back away, now realizing that even though he knew you while you were in mural form, he didn't truly know you.
Oh, yeah.
And he does not know what exactly Morber is capable of, so he throws his hands up and begins to back down the stairway.
I'll look over at Morabir and kind of go and point at the dead body. Like, do you want me to investigate the body?
He'll just nod.
And then I'll start.
Okay. Make an investigation check to see what you are able to find.
So Luciana kicked the blade. How far away from the body is it?
You know what? That's a good question. I'm going to actually grab a little blade mini from our shelf here.
Yeah, let me know
Flick
how
it.
far that thing is, because I'm going to do something real quick before if it's not close enough. I mean, not far enough.
Suspicious.
I would say it
I know, I saw you looking at me.
It would have skittered about 10 feet, so it's here.
Okay, can I cast Mage Hand and make the Mage Hand push it another 20 feet away?
Sure. Yeah.
Period. Okay. All right, get away. Yeah, go over there. Yep, shoot. With your bad self. What was I rolling? Oh, investigation. 22.
Okay. As you begin to rifle through the body and you sort of cast your mage hand and the blade skitters across the ground some more as it clangs and resonates with that foul sound through the rest of Azarath Manor.
I'll have the Mage Hand keep holding on to the handle of the blade.
Okay. It can't attack with it for what it's worth.
Yeah, no, that's...
He's going to play keep away with it.
On this individual's body, you find a number of interesting clues.
Let's go.
individual.
First of all,
the changeling.
The
Yes.
changeling, yes. You find hand-drawn blueprints of the Azarath home, first and foremost. And on those blueprints, you find a number of notes scribbled down. Rough schedules and pathing for each worker and family member. The stoneworkers' details, in particular, circled with an arrow drawn towards the main entrance. Some notes about mannerisms and accents for each individual.
This man, the murderer.
X markings over several rooms. The main bedroom, study, Octavian's room. You find Halderian's keys, of course. And the last thing you find is, no surprise to you, the individual's crossbow, which is a +1 hand crossbow.
Period is mine now.
The X's were over which rooms again?
The
main bedroom,
the
study, and Octavian's room. Yes, that's what you saw.
What?
But he also rifled through my room.
Well, yeah, X is over all those then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
sorry.
like, did he find the sword in my room? It's an alias.
he did. He may or may not have, but he searched all the rooms.
Yes,
That's what
yeah.
that's supposed to indicate.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
I
I realized as I was saying it, I was like, oh, I told him he went through all the rooms. But, yeah. The map would have X's over all the main rooms and the study.
The upstairs rooms in the study.
Why?
Because it was like, I searched this room, I searched this
Oh.
room, I searched that room.
And he must have found the sword.
That was what we were presuming. He definitely found the money in one of those rooms.
Well, was he not the murderer?
Every other time we have killed someone, also the session's still going on. Every other time
The music is still bad, everyone.
Every other time we've killed someone with the blade disappears.
Yeah. Once you
So
kill the thing, it
I'm
changes.
assuming he's not the owner. He just took it from the actual owner. And if we kill the actual owner, then the blade will disappear.
So
What?
So in the last 2 times we had murderers and we killed them, their obsidian weapons went.
Like when we
Okay,
This one-
this one.
didn't
Yeah.
do that. So now it's like
I see.
whoever actually owns it is probably still here. He was stealing things. He might have stolen that too.
I see. Okay,
As all of
okay.
you are mulling over this information, trying to collect the facts, you do hear
It's an
Linus
obsidian
actually
weapon.
call down from the basement. Knight, are we allowed to come up now?
Who says that?
Your
Your father.
Daddy Azzy.
It's a bit uncomfortable down here. My boy.
No, not just yet.
Very well. I'll take your discernments as you lay them out for me. I merely would like to just leave this dark place, whatever you see fit.
Oh, he's a high elf, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't he have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
You can still tell it's dark. He doesn't like
No,
it.
okay, my bad.
He's still afraid of the dark.
No, the only reason I started getting
Yeah.
into that specific because I was about to message.
Everyone is so suspicious of everything.
Well, I'm gonna message him after we have, and I'll tell him to keep an eye on everybody's reactions and goings on about.
Giving him a job.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Good thinking, son.
do we all know what you found on, or is it just between y'all two? What you found on the changeling?
As
Yeah,
of right
share-
now,
y'all
it's
are all
really
like-
just you that knows, unless you're sharing that information.
No, I wouldn't share it with anybody that'd be coming up.
So you would share
but I
it with
would-
the party members.
Yeah.
The only
yeah.
people up here is us, Halden, and Luciana right now.
Yeah, they already know what's going on. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
fine.
Luciana kicked the sword, so I trust her.
Do we?
Don't want that thing bringing anyone back. He did enough damage when his heart was beating.
So
Yes, that thing wasn't in your room, was it?
The weapon?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I would not care to have that anywhere near me.
I'm assuming Octavian's still close to me.
Was it in yours?
No, of course not. It was everything I could do to ride my steed here with the dowry from the queen. Wouldn't bring such a dangerous weapon here with me. I was with you the night of the first murder. I saw what these things can do.
I want to inside you.
All right.
Fuck. My dice was rolling so well at the beginning of the night.
Taking a chat roll, taking a chat roll, burning them all up.
It may not even still be enough. 10, 11.
I mean, he seems to be earnest, and he certainly is not a fighter. You saw that much whenever you intimidated him back down the stairway.
We could have been bringing it for somebody else to do to kill it.
I'd like to ask.
Hard to know.
Hard to know when you roll like crap.
Can I inspect or ask while this is happening? Ask safety for the documents that he procured from
Sure.
the. I'd like to look at them to see if
We've been.
I want to inspect it to see.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to inspect it to see if I can tell if he got this information himself and wrote it down, or who would have. I know I can't from
Yeah,
handwriting
no.
tell a source, but
Sure, that makes sense.
it sounds like it was written by somebody with intimate knowledge.
We'll
of
have you
the-
make
the grounds.
a second investigation check here.
Yeah, that's what I'm focusing on.
It has to be with somebody in the family if it's. I feel like. You said investigation.
Mhm.
15.
Looking over it, all the handwriting at least seems to be consistent.
Okay.
And just kind of looking over.
Does the handwriting look very formal? Like it would have come.
No,
from
it
somebody
looks
of-
like quick hand.
Okay, so it may
Yeah,
have been
shorthand.
his.
Sorry. It certainly looks like this was... I'll have you make an insight check for one more piece of information. Sorry. Having you roll a bunch of
I'm
different
not
things.
good at these. No, because we got that as I was intimidated.
16.
With your 16 and looking at these documents, understanding that they all came from this individual and seeing the fact that he was really just kind of eager to like take his money and get out of there, you imagine that this individual wasn't affiliated with the family or maybe even with the string of murders that you've come across thus far. Looks like he was just
Wrong place, wrong time.
casing the joint when he saw an impressive amount of maybe he saw the Azaraths planning for some extravagant event and thought there's money there.
Okay, so I don't think he has affiliation with whoever. He just happened. Is that what y'all were thinking? That he just happened to cross?
That he
the
just happened to
sword?
get the blade.
Okay. Cool.
Does anyone else downstairs seem anxious to get up?
I'll have you
Besides
make an insight
Octavian?
check, but while you're doing that, what?
I grew up with most of these people,
Yeah.
except like arguably the guard.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the handwriting at all?
Make a history check. And what was your
14.
insight? With your 14 insight, most everyone appears to be interested in leaving the basement where this attack just happened. They've been told over and over again how dangerous it is to be down there. I would say it's hard to get a direct read on anyone being like more anxious than anyone else, because
Or anxious in
everyone's
like a
nervous tick way.
nervous way rather than a what's going on?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I would say a lot of them are nervous to be down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, a 14's not.
No.
quite that good for you.
I was more helping to distinguish what I was looking for, not trying to get more.
And what'd you roll for your history?
18.
Okay. This is not a handwriting that you recognize. You are sure of that, but you have been away for a year.
The guard wrote it. He's just acting like he can't read.
Yeah.
Honestly. I don't know. I don't.
What do you say? Hide the sword, let the rest of them up.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's corralled where we need them to be, so...
I'll hand you the bowler hat as I step out of the room.
You can all come up now.
All right. Everyone
I should-
begins.
No.
Oh, this is just yours.
Everyone
and
begins
I'll
to exit downstairs and come
have
up into the main
mage
floor.
hand drag the sword into... I know I have to, like, walk over here for the 30
Yeah.
feet, and then I'll walk back.
Okay. So you drag it into the dining room.
Yep.
It is now separate from everyone else as people begin to gather in.
And I'm going to
once
shut
again
the
in
door to
main
like
hall.
the kitchen and
You can't, like, scry, right?
yeah, well, I'm just going to shut the door to the kitchen as I pass it and kind of stand there
Yeah.
while people come out and make sure nobody goes into the kitchen.
What if he found the sword in the study? If there was all these magical objects.
It was Hounded in the study with the sword.
Well, like, what if it wasn't in one of the bedrooms upstairs and it was just
And it might have
in the
been
study?
Hounded.
Because there was a box and
oh.
a shield and a...
Before everybody gets up here, real quick, I do not recognize the handwriting on all of these notes. So I'm, like, somewhat fairly confident in it not being anybody in the Azarath family. I've been gone for a year. The maid's been here longer than that. Ashandra, I'm assuming, has been here longer than a year.
Oh yes,
That's what I
absolutely.
thought. Yeah.
Absolutely, she has been.
How long ago was the war between Eretheos and Ardenia? That was
Just
just
a few
like-
years ago.
Yeah, oh, just kept reading. Calden has only been here for a few years. That's a dumb question. Never mind.
Were you going to ask me something?
No, Calden's a Luxodon, and I was like, does he have hands to write with? And then I was like, that's semantic, Caleb. Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing.
Just for me, what's the shield on the wall downstairs look like?
Are you going down there to inspect it as everyone is like?
Well, like,
coming up?
like I'll peek down to tell everyone like it's safe to come up, and when I do, I want to look at the shield.
Okay. As you look at the shield and kind of catch a glance at it with the torchlight glimmering off of it, it certainly looks quite well crafted. And you may have heard Safety mention that it was magical. It has basically a star pattern, one single star in the center, and then sort of like metal that radiates out from it in like silver trim. It's not a perfect shield. It has like 2 indentions on either side. One of those, you know what I mean?
Can I'll tell you to like.
It's not the shield I thought it
like
was.
keep
Okay,
an eye on everybody.
that was for me. Less than it was for
And if
Morber.
you want to like start interrogating, asking questions, whatever you got to do, can I go get the small animal figurine, whatever was in that box,
And the shield?
and yeah, I'll probably grab the shield if I see you looking at it too. You can use the shield, Marbeer.
I actually can't anymore.
Oh, period.
My AC dropped with the new rules.
Darn.
Barbarians can use shields. Just saying.
That's
But
good.
yeah, if you want to,
Caleb gave a sus look.
so if you'd like to, yeah, you can go down there and gather those objects. You know where they are.
Yeah, I'd like to.
As you begin to pull things together, you grab that little figurine, which is a small ivory goat. And then on the wall, you pull that shield down that we described earlier. And then walking up to the small box, as you crack it open, you see a sort of iridescent white pearl sitting on a lush velvet.
I'll grab it.
All this stuff sounds like so vaguely familiar.
I know the iridescent white pearl sounds familiar, and I don't know why.
I can tell you that none of these have any connection to like campaign items or anything.
I just don't know why that iridescent white pearl is like ringing a weird bell in my brain for some. Like I don't know what it's connecting.
By the way, Killer Kitty, welcome to the
I don't think
Chaos
I have a
Crew.
bell
Been
to
seeing
ring.
you in the chat a lot, and I'm happy to have you along. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
Hello. And if you have any ideas, let us know.
Yeah,
We're stumped.
they are stumped.
Is anyone like glancing towards the dining room? Like no one except for Halden and Luciana know that the sword is in there, right? So is anyone as they come up like I guess have some kind of weird like mental connection to it?
I mean, they are walking over a dead body that is left in the hallway and meeting all of you in the main ballroom. I mean, they're all kind of looking around. I will say make an insight check, not a perception check, because you can see quite easily that they're all looking around. We'll see if
The
you
box.
can ascertain why.
Whoever opened the box.
Yeah, that's what has the white pearl in it. Do I know what school of magic these items would have?
School of
Yes, I can tell you
Elementary.
really quickly.
Because I don't have identifiers. So I don't like.
The pearl does not have a school of magic. It is it's a wondrous item. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
It's as you hold it in your hand, you would feel sort of a tingle radiating out into your palm.
It's innate magic. It's not even like enchantment, like it was enchanted with something.
It feels like it may have been enchanted, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the shield. It also would have like sort of an enchantment glimmer to it. As you hold it, you feel a sort of a slight hum, and as you are maybe adjusting the crossbow that you just picked up from this unsavory individual, you feel one of the bolts being sort of like drawn towards it. One of the crossbow bolts.
Oh, it might like skew projectiles to like hit it, so projectiles have disadvantage because they're more likely to hit the shield.
okay. Okay.
Could be.
That's cool.
That's my guess. That's cool.
Or maybe it's magnetic.
And then the small
magnet.
the small goat figurine
The magical power of magnetism.
would have a transmutate
Power of magnetism
transmutation
value.
that's on it.
Okay. Can you tell? I guess this is a weird question without like identify. Can you tell if an item needs attunement? Like if I grab this pearl, I'm just like,
Yeah.
go gadget, white pearl.
Attune
You know, like
You throw it on the ground and go dunk dunk
yeah,
dunk.
yeah,
Like
it just
must require
shatters, nothing
attunement.
happens.
I believe that all of them need attunement. Let me double check. The figurine does not need attunement. But the other two do.
I'm worried about that figurine.
Oh, you're worried about it?
Yeah, I got
I'm glad you said that loud. Because I'll be like, yeah, go for it.
I got a 15
All right, I'll go back
on my
upstairs.
insight on
Okay.
the room insight.
Looking across all of them, they all seem to be looking with a bit of a scared demeanor behind their eyes. But in particular, obviously, the guard is just sort of standing stoically, moving stoically ahead to join with the rest of them. Ishandra and Casafina both appear to be sort of like glancing around the room, looking at the individual and trying to make sense of what has happened rather than looking for threats.
Mm-hmm.
You gather that much.
So, looks like what we have here is another murder. Fuck. And some murder that is likely part of a larger scheme got interrupted, and we actually might have the changeling to thank. There might have been a larger plot in play.
You would have me think this?
No.
Ne'er-do-well?
What I'm having you do is understand that there's still danger. Just because they're dead, they were likely not the true threat tonight.
We have only just met you. And I would respect your opinion, considering you helped to keep us safe.
Didn't lay a finger on that changeling.
They might not know that.
No, I know, yeah. Because I was at the top of the stairs.
Thank the changelings for taking 30.
But you
in my
must
home.
understand my reluctance to accept what you say as fact. We are here, all family. We are here to celebrate a joyous occasion. Or was that an illusion as well, Elias?
There's a high potentiality that something was found.
I'm not even gonna let Elias answer because I don't. Yeah.
That something was found in one of our rooms that has been known to be linked to the murder of the late king, as well as an informant.
And what was that town that we were in where the bird snake person was killed?
Illyrian.
In Illyrian.
Casafina speaks up. And you would have us tell you what this item is without knowing what it was? How would I know if something of disproportionate evil was in my room? You give us hardly anything to go on. And we're supposed to just sit here until you lay accusation upon someone else?
Did she just admit that it was in her room?
No.
No.
She basically said, how are we supposed to know
Got it, yeah.
what you're looking for if you won't tell us what it is?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's an obsidian weapon.
I would think I would have remembered coming across something of such peculiar taste.
So you're saying no, you didn't see it, not that you think you
Yeah,
didn't
whenever
see
I
it.
mention that it's an obsidian weapon, nothing from anybody. No noticeable like, how did he know?
I'll have you make one more insight check.
Okay. Yeah! That's a 19! Rolled good.
Looking out across the individuals, you do see certainly a flicker of worry as you begin to explain what it is that you're looking for in the eyes of Ishandra.
Ashandra is the
mage.
Mage.
Have you come across anything of the like in your magical studies?
I have read about such things, yes. Obsidian is good for enchanting, no?
I wouldn't know. Every time I've come across it, it's been attached to a murderer and has consequently disappeared along with the murderer's life.
You've
And
never
I see no such weapon here.
come across obsidian weapons?
Oh, I guess
before?
I might have. Right? I might have come across as a weapons
It would be
dealer,
very, very rare.
But as like a weapons dealer, I might have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a specialty item, I think you probably would have seen one
Yeah.
or two come through.
Nothing
Usually
like-
they do
yeah.
carry enchantments.
Yeah, nothing like this. These enchantments that these specific obsidian weapons have are dark.
Oh, how am I to understand?
Did you or did you not have an obsidian weapon in your possession before tonight?
I did not have any obsidian weapons in my possession. Most times what I have in my possession are books. You have seen this. Why do you question me?
You seem particularly interested in obsidian weapons when I mentioned it.
It is an interesting piece of fact that one would be here in our home.
Oh, I thought you had something.
No, I.
Casafina chimes in again.
Working it out.
What does the obsidian weapon look like?
Like obsidian.
I understand. What kind of weapon is it?
Well,
Is it just the blade that is obsidian?
Wait.
Is it the entire weapon?
It's just
that's
a
something
tip.
that I think we should not share, because only us who were here at the time that it was removed from the body know what it is, and presumably the person who it belongs to.
What do you think it looks like?
If I were to hazard a guess, a weapon of dark, shiny metal. It's about as much as
her.
I know.
That's exactly right!
Do these hands look like they would wield weapons? She holds
No,
them up.
but you can.
They're uncalloused, very,
Yeah,
very,
You'll see.
very
Not
petite.
at her
He'll-
necessarily, but safety's like weapons are not always weapons of war.
I've seen people with finer hands than yours peddle weapons. It means nothing of the sort. Also, hands can be deceiving,
As he holds up his now big orcish hands when he was previously.
dainty lady.
Yeah.
Indeed, they can. And so, what evidence do you have against our family? What accusations would you lay against us? Elias, you have brought strangers into our home, and you levy these claims?
Well, we were the only ones fighting, so.
None of us here are fighters, except for Kaldon here.
And he didn't fight.
He's a bit of a slow mover, as it were.
You hear that, Caldon? He's calling you slow.
I mean, Ashandra is a very well talented mage, and she
She's just reading a book.
did not. Step
I am
foot.
transmutation mage. Many of things that I can do would not be helpful in fight.
But still, some that could be.
Perhaps. Though I see men wielding crossbow, I turn other way.
I would like to step into the dining hall, slipping in so that nobody can see, like what's beyond the doorway. I'm gonna minor illusion the obsidian rapier.
Okay.
Oh, minor illusion like an obsidian axe.
No, because I want the person who it belongs to know that it's real. And then I'm gonna come back out.
This is the weapon.
The rapier?
Yeah.
Are you're minor illusioning the actual weapon?
Yeah, so
Why
it
aren't you
looks just like.
holding it?
I don't want to touch that thing.
Where is it?
In the
Dining hall.
Dining hall.
And you're sure there's no chance that this individual didn't bring that terrible thing into our house?
Like I said, in our experience, they have disappeared along with it.
No, we're
Perhaps your experience is
I see
not
it.
as well as informed as you think.
Howden, it might be best that we store this in your study for now.
Why there?
It's got the best lock in the house with presumably only one key.
Well then, as you would deem it fit. Again, I feel I have no real choice in the matter.
And I'll put a hand out for the key.
Mm-hmm.
Does he give it to me?
He doesn't have it.
Who has the key?
Chandra?
Well, I think
I
safety
have it,
does.
technically. Yeah, because it was on the body.
Make a perception check for me as you're interacting with Haldirian.
Didn't all the obsidian weapons
5.
fly?
Okay, roll again.
Towards...
Oh shit.
Oh Jesus!
17.
Okay. You see Ashandra make a sort of subtle casting gesture, and one that you actually recognize as she spins a copper wire in her fingertips and glances over at Casafina.
Would you like to share with the class?
Share what?
Mess it. Safety holds up a copper wire.
Yeah.
I fiddle with things when I am
Oh.
nervous.
I'll
So
point it
I'm
at her
gonna,
and say, "You
like-
can't fool me."
I'm gonna draw my sword.
No idea what's going on.
There is no need for violence.
Our
We're all
point
friends
exactly.
here.
Would you tell her?
Casafina,
Would you
did
like to
she-
share with
Did
everyone?
she speak to you in your mind?
I told her simply that you wield an illusion. And you do.
Why did you pick her?
How do you know that?
Why do you sit here looking for truth when you lie only to us?
How do you know that this is an illusion?
Why do you levy accusations against me and those that I care about? I am here to protect them from magical threats, and yet you wield one. Yet you wield lies in the face of our people.
How do you know that this is an illusion? Because it's not, so why would you be lying?
I can see through your trickeries.
You didn't see through them all night?
I was not looking for them then. My eyes were drawn to the page, as it were. But now I see you. Now I see what you really are. As you continue to speak
Did
with...
Casafina respond to me?
As you continue to speak with Ashandra, your senses tug at your periphery.
Somebody slipped away.
As finally, you see a bit of black smoke. The door to the kitchen, of course, is closed.
But the music room wasn't.
Where's the chef?
But now, as your eyes train towards the source of motion that you've detected, you see suddenly Luciana standing above the felled body of the imposter,
Is that bitch?
her back to you. As a sinister black needle has run her through, she drops half dead and begins to crawl backwards away from the figure now revealed to wield the terrible armament. A magical smoke dissipates as Lady Casafina has teleported from her previous position
I fucking knew it!
I knew it was her!
and now plunges the rapier into the deceased thief. Clever, so very clever of all of you. However, unlucky that this fool would lead you to the study, to stumble into the truth hidden within the dark. My love, what have you? Hush now, my dear, and be steady. Allow me to take care of everything. It will all be over very soon. And as she hangs on that word, she lunges forward, carrying with her a confidence and skill you'd not seen in all this time. I need everyone to roll for initiative once more. This will be Casafina.
We gotta keep Luciana alive.
I never
What?
thought I'd hear you say that.
Never thought I'd hear you.
No, we gotta keep it. No, because Drazad has to kill that stupid bitch.
Is that why? Morber, what did you get?
18!
Oh, nice. Much better than first time.
Yeah, very dichotomous rolls over here.
Belfier?
3.
3. Oh, boy. To match your hit points. Safety.
That's your hit points.
14.
That's so
Yeah.
And Cernavoy, what did you get?
9.
Maybe
9.
she'll forget about me.
Point of note, you are no longer raging currently.
Yeah, I know.
Just wanted to make sure. So, with your 18, Morber, at the top of initiative is Lady Casafina, as the body that she drilled this rapier down into now begins to stand up. It no longer wields a crossbow, but instead
That's
has
the changeling?
Yeah, has a short bow on hand that they can fire fire arrows with.
The changeling's dead.
It's been
It's
resurrected.
been reanimated. It is a changeling, but again,
Wait, the changeling has a hand crossbow?
it has a short bow. You took the crossbow,
Okay.
but he had a short bow on
Yeah,
him
that's
too.
chill. That's not. Yeah, just want to make sure. I was like, I took that. It's mine.
Let me do my stuff.
Mine, I took it.
Casafina is going to rush in,
Why are you
standing between the two of you, seeing that you are on death's door.
Uh-oh, Belfier.
She is going to make an attack against you
Belfier, you're
with
about
the
to
rapier.
You getting attacked.
Oh, fuck me.
She sees that you're nearly down, so does a 13 hit.
Nope.
Yes, it does.
No,
No,
because
you
you have
got
the
a
plus
+2.
2. Oh,
Well,
no, not
no.
anymore because he's not in the crowd. That was from the half cover.
Yeah.
As the rapier runs you through, she moves quite swiftly, too quickly for you to dodge out of the way. you are going to take 12 points of total damage.
Real quick, when she revived the body, did she cast something?
Y'all.
No.
You down?
Okay.
Yeah.
You distinctly saw her just basically
no.
pierce the body and it began to stand. As now she turns towards you, Sir Navoy.
Me?
Does a 7 hit?
No.
Okay. So she misses, and as she swings wide with the rapier, in the same motion as she pulls it out of your friend, you see her actually disappear in a pitch black smoke as she now misty steps right back where she was. With that, Morber, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
It's just these two that looks evil, right? Like none of the people behind us, like Mage looks, oh, I didn't know what was that. Oh my god.
Make a we'll use your previous insight roll.
Okay.
Which I think was a 15.
It was.
Looking across expressions of the individuals present, you do see Ashandra, the mage, beginning to she looks like she's getting into sort of like a battle stance. She is not running the other way like she was in the prior combat. She begins to gather arcane energies.
It looks like she's at us or at her.
Hard to know. The other individuals do appear to be running, all except for Kaldon.
Yep.
Who is standing there stoically as always.
Okay, at 5th level I have 3rd level spell slots, so that means I can do 3 people. I'm going to pick Kaldon, the newly raised changeling, and Casafina.
You need help, baby?
No, I got it.
As
I'm
Morber
listening.
looks at her and says, "Two can play that game," and he flicks his golden eye patch off, and black smoke begins to pour out, and the smoke begins to swirl under their feet as he casts Hold Person on all 3 of
Oh,
them.
holy crap.
Hell
Big
yeah.
spell slot burn. Okay.
I mean, I'm a warlock,
wisdom,
so
wisdom
like,
save? Yeah.
yeah, wisdom save on
Those 3.
Kaldan, the changeling, and Casafina.
Okay.
Casafina.
Casafina, I believe, is going to save with a 17.
Yeah.
The other 2 are probably going to fail, but let me double check. The reanimated individual definitely fails, and Kaldon does also fail.
Okay, so they are helded.
Okay. You got restrained in there?
Yeah, I do.
I believe it's the
It's
restrained.
paralyzed, actually.
Paralyzed?
Hold person.
Whoa.
Yeah. So,
That's a lot
I
better.
don't
Yeah.
have
It was good before.
or have the paralyzed condition for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can repeat the saving throw.
Do we need 3?
Just 2. And I'll put one where about Kaldon
Maybe
is,
3.
but yeah, I'll hang on to it.
No.
No. So you see
am the
as the
keeper of
magic
the
ripples out
conditions.
from you and cascades up from the ground, they are held in place. The changeling in specific wasn't moving anywhere too fast in particular, so that one is easy enough to lock down. And Kaldon, as stoic as ever, is basically just standing there as your magic begins to entwine in and through his armor.
And then I'm gonna stand in front of Safety. Where is Safety?
Next to you.
Crouched.
You're that one.
Yep.
Okay.
He's red.
Okay.
You should have got this turn.
Are you doing anything else? I'm guessing that's it.
That's it. Yeah, because that was an action, and all my bonus actions are
Safety,
other
it is
spells.
now your go. What would you like to do?
It might even be this long. I think it is 6 inches. I think I basically did.
Can I bonus action?
Oh, it's 6 inches.
You can, like, if you run
Oh,
into like
sweet.
another room or something, you would definitely need to like fully break eye contact. You would not.
1 inch squares.
Yeah, you can't just hide behind another individual.
Smart.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna fire off a chromatic orb at Casafina.
Okay,
And I'll do.
make your attack roll.
Baby Orban.
You do have advantage if you want to hit the changeling first and bounce it onto Casafina after, because all attacks against it because it's paralyzed.
It only bounces if I roll
Doubles.
Yeah.
But you're almost guaranteed to. I guess so. Yeah. So I mean, you can try to hit Casafina. It's just you're almost guaranteed to hit the changeling.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But it's up to you.
I'm gonna aim it at Casafina.
Okay.
Well, that blows, and we only have a nat 20 in the chat. Do we take it and just amp up the damage?
Yeah, because this is one spell you can crit on.
It's D8s.
Yeah. Take it, and then roll twice as many dice. This is actually a spell where it matters. If we roll twice as many dice, or just double the dice.
Yeah, that's true.
Why
that
does
is
it
true.
matter?
Because if you
roll
get doubles, it
the
bounces.
same, it bounces.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take the nat 20 in the chat then.
Okay.
You need
As
dice?
Casafina sort of repositions and sees her thrall now ensnared in Moriber's spell, you cast Chromatic Orb as her attention is drawn away, and you're able to strike true at a critical point. As what kind of damage are you doing?
Poison damage.
Okay. As poison begins to course through her veins, you see her already somewhat pale skin grow even paler as she begins to dry heave and retch. How much damage is she taking?
She takes 31 altogether.
Oh, you did it wrong.
Okay.
I rolled 2 doubles,
So it only, I mean, you only need one. It bounces once.
but it
and
just
then-
bounces once to her.
Thrall.
Do I read?
And then you re-rolled a hit, right?
Yeah, make
You
an
were the
attack
expert
roll.
You make the
last
attack
time.
roll.
Make an
again,
attack roll
yeah,
against the
yeah.
new target and make a new damage roll.
Chromatic Orb is fun now. We like it.
Does a this doesn't hit.
You have advantage because it is paralyzed.
17. Oh, does a 25 hit?
25 definitely hits.
Period. Okay, and then they'll take 17 points of poison damage.
Whew. Poison?
Yes.
Okay. As the Chromatic Orb leeches off of Casafina and now collides with her thrall, the undead form's flesh begins to peel away, but they do not seem too worried about it.
Like they took less damage, or just because they're undead, they don't feel pain.
They are undead and are immune to poison.
Casafina too?
Casafina
no.
is not,
The changeling is undead.
but the Changeling is undead and is immune to poison
Okay.
on the stat block here.
Damn, I didn't think about
Is that it for you?
that. Yes.
Okay. We now move to the Changeling's turn, who is going to take up their short bow.
They are paralyzed. Can they?
Oh, sorry.
They're incapacitated when they're paralyzed, so they can
And
remake
is it when is the save?
at the end of their turn.
at the
they
end
can
of their
remake
turn.
the save.
Okay. Remaking the save. Nat 1. Okay. It's not doing anything. It is going to sit there and do nothing. That's clutch, guys. You really needed that one.
Well, I was hoping to get her too.
Yeah, I know. Navoy, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna hit the. I think I'm gonna try to get to Casafina.
Okay. You're rushing up.
Yeah.
So we'll say you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're able to get to her.
And I'm gonna rage.
Hey. Barbarian doing barbarian things.
Barbarian do be doing it.
No,
Okay. What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
I whispered to Dylan. I was like, I don't have any potions.
I don't think anybody in the party has any healing.
I did, but I used them on you guys when you died in the last session.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any potion.
As you close on Casafina, you see a bit of fear beginning to well up in her eyes, but she brings her rapier up to bear as she readies a deflection, a parry of sorts.
That 24,
24 is definitely going to hit.
and then even higher.
Okay, both will hit.
Great.
That's a lot of dice you got
That's
there.
a lot of damage.
Okay. So then. 24.
24 total points. I'm guessing this is all slashing.
All slashing.
Okay. As you bring your great sword down, she tries to parry it with her rapier, but the might of your blade is just too strong. It feels like it is seeking out her flesh as it gets a taste, spilling out across her. You see blood now spatter across what is her blood-soaked gown. Her own blood now mingles with the red that tints it, and she almost stumbles backwards, bringing the rapier up as she sort of jumps up and down a little bit to kind of get herself back into the fight.
Yeah.
She actually calls out to you as she repositions. What a shame! Your father shall lose his child and his duke all in one night. I can practically hear the tears running over now.
That was mean.
What a jerk.
That's so mean.
Luciana was so much
What were you
nicer.
about to say?
I'm concentrating.
Okay.
I forgot that the whole person's also me concentrating.
It definitely is.
No, it's fine.
No. It is now, let me see.
I know where I'm going. I want to go.
Does a 16 save on your spell?
Oh, it does.
Okay. Kaldon is no longer paralyzed.
But that was his turn.
Yep.
Damn.
Let's see.
I don't know if he's undead or not.
Hold on.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Based on everything we saw, and then you saw
Have
like this
we
weird,
seen
like
him without
darkish
a
stuff
helmet on?
around him.
Yeah, but he's also.
You have not. He has not taken any of his armor
Yeah.
off.
Alex,
He's
was the
definitely undead.
weird dark magic that I noticed earlier with the was that the same as like the obsidian gunk?
You see Ishandra, the transmuter wizard, has been gathering a bit of magic, and as she weaves it, it looks like it has a myriad of colors as it shifts from one element to another, but then finally she condenses it, and you see flames pour out from within her palm as she lobs a fireball right here.
Shield.
I will counter spell.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind then. Oh, thank God.
You counterspell, and as she's beginning to, I think it's a check now, right?
Yeah, it's a con save on their end.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Does a...
It's 15 is my DC.
It's a 12 plus 3.
Shield.
Shield's not going to do anything for
Oh,
you,
that's
buddy.
true. Because yeah.
So I need both of you to make dex saves.
Yeah.
And you are actually going to take a failed death save
Yeah. Is this a void or in the charm condition?
as you take
by chance?
damage.
I'm just kidding.
It is definitely not.
Mine was 17. Hopefully that's enough. I'm not taking
Mine was
anything from chat.
15.
So now that you know, she's right here.
I should have held
So-
her. 2.
These people aren't very nice.
What did you roll?
17.
Okay. You're going to save, so you'll take half. And what did you roll, safety?
15.
15. You are also going to save, so you'll take half.
So Kaldan's gonna get hit by this.
Yeah.
I would say she would position it far enough back that he wouldn't.
Okay, but the changeling has to if she's gonna hit.
She
oh,
could
but you
drop
didn't
it like
save, so
over
never
here or
mind, never
whatever.
mind, never mind.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to actually roll these.
It's a lot chillier out here than I thought it was.
Oh, wait.
Once I took this jacket off, I forgot how warm it is.
Wait, don't I have one thing that I can do?
I have a Gengar onesie,
Yeah.
and it's like super.
28 total, so 14 as it is halved.
Can I uncanny dodge that?
You can.
Period.
Well, also you're a rogue, so you made the save. You don't take any damage from it. Evasion.
Oh.
Right? Or do you not get evasion yet? You get it later, I think.
I have
No, I think Uncanny Dodge says.
I haven't read
Uncanny
that. No,
Dodge
yeah, it
halves
halves
any
it.
one instance of damage. Evasion comes online.
It must be later because I don't.
I think it's a
have
6th.
evasion.
Okay. It used to be at 7th. I know you get it earlier now, but
Maybe it's only 6th.
it must be 6th. Anyway, 14 damage. You'll have it to 7 if you're uncanny dodging.
Yeah.
You'll take 14, and you need to make a concentration save.
I have advantage on those. I got it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
above 7 or 10. Both, yeah. It's a 17, no, 15.
Okay. as the fire erupts, most of you are able to keep the damage to a minimum as you see Ashandra now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say she actually is going to dart just behind into this room.
Yeah, evasion's 7th level now.
When is reliable talent? I thought reliable talent was 7th. Or do you get both?
Oh, hold on.
Because that's insane.
Google in.
Anyway.
I got it.
Belfier,
11.
it is now your turn. You are still unconscious, so I'm going to roll a death save in secret.
You get them both, Alex, at 7th level.
Cool. Wow, big level for rogues. We now move back to Casafina's turn. She sees Sir Navoy in front of her, and she's just going to make 2 attacks after taunting you so. Does a 17 and a 16 hit?
Oh, yeah.
So both hit.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay. We'll give you average damage here. You're going to take a total of 24 points. Well, you have resistances to some things, right? So
just give me the total.
14 piercing.
Okay, so got it.
And 10 necrotic.
Okay.
As she drives her rapier into you, almost like she's stinging you.
That's the wizard.
That's Chandra.
Plucking you with the stinger, you feel the dark energy coursing out from that blade, actually causing your flesh to burn and peel away at the points where she struck you. Seeing her her damage beginning to sink in, you actually see some of her wounds begin to heal up. Oops, I accidentally damaged her more. Didn't mean to do that.
Go leave it like that.
And as she kind of smiles, she gives you a little wink, and then she is going to disappear once again in a puff of black smoke.
And I don't get...
Nope, she teleports away. Moribur, it is now your go. And Safety, you're on deck. What would you like to do?
I'm rushing her.
Okay. You see her in that room, and so you rush in to meet her.
And I bring the Warhammer down.
Okay.
I'll be swinging.
Making my 2 attacks.
Belfier, sorry you got knocked out there, buddy.
Oh, hey. I mean, I would do the same if I were her. I'd go after the weak one first.
That is the idea.
The lower one is an 18.
18 does hit.
Okay, so both are going to hit.
Okay.
And that is that. Okay.
Yeah, I truly.
Wow. Minimum damage. Roll 2 1s on D10, so that's 12 total.
These Eldritch Blasts?
No, this is my Warhammer.
Oh, right. Got it. Okay, so 12 total?
12 total, plus 5 on top of my
Warhammer. You don't have weapon mastery because you're a warlock. That's
nope.
Right. So as you lay into her with your warhammer, she actually deflects a bit of the blow with her rapier, wielding it quite eloquently.
Is this flavoring my low hit, or is this?
Yeah.
Is she actually okay?
Yeah.
I've just realized something. She would have disadvantage on any attack that isn't against me because I hit her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know for later.
Yeah.
As she certainly
Makes you feel
feels
better about rushing in on
that's
her.
that's the blade that does that.
No, it's ancestral protectors. So
Got it.
while I'm raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on my turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage.
Okay.
So
Keep me honest on that.
Yeah,
But that's basically what I'm hearing is don't hit anyone other than you.
basically.
But she may not know that yet.
As she parries your attack slightly, and your warhammer collides with the ground, causing more of this marble tile to crack and come up. She once again makes eye contact with you and begins to taunt you. Shall we continue to pretend that you and I are unalike? No, I believe you are far, far worse than I.
Do I have enough movement left to circle around the other side of her?
You came from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could move one more square. Flanking does not exist anymore.
No, I know. I want to make it so that if the mage lady wants to hit me through that doorway, she'd potentially be harder to hit because
Yeah.
of
Okay.
Cassandra or Cassandra.
So you move 1 square further here.
Mhm.
All right. With that, Safety, it is your go. What would you like to do?
I would like to move. I think I can do this. Can I use my movement and get into the dining hall, and then essentially just kind of like not pop back out, but like kind of use the door as like cover?
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
range sneak attack. Casafina.
Does he have line of sight from that doorway?
From that doorway? I'm gonna say yes. I mean, that's
Walk right
The only
over
reason I
my
ask is because the squares line up.
yeah, that's pretty direct. Yeah, you would have line of sight there.
Slay.
Look,
I mean, you can also move after you attack.
put this in there.
You don't have to do it before, but I feel you.
No, I want the sneak attack.
Yeah, I know. You would get it anyway because you have an ally within 5 feet of her.
These
It has
fools
nothing to do
look
with the
so
cover.
good.
Are you trying to hide so you get advantage? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's fine. I can still stay in there for now.
you can either bonus action hide there, or you can do steady aim. Either one will give you advantage. I mean, the advantage is certainly helpful regardless of sneak attack. So, if you're willing to burn your bonus action on that, yes, you'll get advantage.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Make your attack roll. Right?
Yeah, sorry. I'm
Yep.
reading cunning.
That's
sorry.
okay.
Add advantage if you're doing the thing.
Nat 20.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
With the
boy.
+1 crossbow, no less.
Okay, so I'm gonna need. Okay.
You line up your shot carefully, seeing through both doorways to your target. You are able to fire the bolt, and she does not see it coming. She thought she was shielded from view in there as you strike at a vulnerable point.
So it's
I'm
one.
just gonna smile and say, I was just a distraction.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's 1d6.
of your sneak attack damage.
No. Sorry. It's 1d6 regular, doubled to 2d6 because it's a 20.
Crit.
Do I also?
You would double your sneak attack dice as well.
the 3d. Okay.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna do.
But no modifier.
Yeah, your modifier's not doubled, just the dice.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Actually. Okay. So I'll do 2d6. Burn 1d6 for a cunning strike that I'll tell you in a second once I resolve damage.
Okay.
Is that how it works?
Well, the cunning strike comes off of your sneak attack. It doesn't come off of your main thing, but it's fine.
Well,
And you
that's
can
what
only
he
do
just
one
took a
per
D6
round.
from
It doesn't matter.
The sneak attack.
You can do 1 per round if you're trying to set up to do more than 1 cunning strike.
No. Just
Okay.
one.
Okay, just the 1.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So then
Yeah.
I take 1d6 away.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
That's correct.
what he did.
Okay.
So you have 4 total d6 that are going to be double, or 3 total d6 that are going to be doubled to 6.
Okay.
1 from the weapon, 2 from your sneak attack.
Okay. That's gonna be 26 damage altogether.
Okay.
Plus.
As your bolt finds purchase.
Sorry. 28.
28.
28.
Yeah, because it +2. Sorry.
As your bolt finds purchase, Morber, you're standing there. You didn't know this was coming either. It singes into her side, and you see it embed deep within. You can't even see the other side of the bolt. It is still within her abdomen, as she is finding it a little bit harder to move now.
Oh, then he's just going to laugh and go, ho, that looks like that hurt.
How does?
Instead of saying I was a distraction, if he didn't know it was coming.
Does poison just do like damage over time?
Poison condition gives her disadvantage on ability checks and I believe attack rolls as well.
Nah, let's trip her.
Okay.
I need a
Dex
dexterity
save?
saving throw. Yeah, sorry.
Does she have disadvantage on that, Morgan, from your thing?
I don't think it's
No.
ability checks.
Oh,
No,
no.
I think it's
Or saves, yeah.
No, it's just attacks.
That's going to be a 12.
Oh, it's a 13.
Yep.
She's prone.
She's not going to make it. So she falls prone there in front of Morber with hungry
bye-bye.
eyes. His maul. His maul wielded in both hands. Your grip tightens.
Well, so, dude, I built Morber to be a crit fishing, but I didn't rebuild him as a hex blade because I wanted to try the new rules.
Yeah.
And so it's like, So I don't crit on an additional dice, but I want it.
I mean, that's good work. Are you doing anything else, Safety?
No.
You bonus actioned and actioned and dealt damage and knocked her prone.
Yeah,
that's it?
everything. Yes, sir.
Awesome. It is now the assassin's turn. He's still just going to stand there. Navoy, it is your go. What would you like to do?
I'm standing right next to this changeling, right?
Oh, I just realized we're still stuck on the combat screen. Whoops. Yes.
Oh, no.
But she's prone, so you can have advantage to hit her, or you can hit the changeling and also
Do
have
I
advantage.
not have advantage because he's paralyzed?
You have advantage on him or her, either one.
Oh, yeah.
I also
that's
can
true.
reckless attack.
Yeah.
So
You can do all kinds of things.
yeah, I'm gonna swing at the changeling
Okay.
for an advantage to hit, but
Yep.
I'm not reckless attacking.
You turn to face this shambling entity.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my
baby.
god!
boy!
You guys are crushing me right now. Come on.
So it's a
Let's go.
27
Okay.
total.
That definitely hits.
14, so 20 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'll swing again.
Might as well.
I thought it was a 19 instead.
Both of those miss with a nat 1 and a 3.
As you
Wait,
swing with
unless
the
a
first
10
attack,
hits.
a 10 does not hit. As you swing with the first attack, you connect easily. The body of this creature is so decrepit that it begins to fall apart, and so when you swing your second attack, it actually begins to slip backwards, and you just swing a bit over where its head
So
used
he'll
to be.
take... Okay, wait. I might have been doing the
Graze,
graze wrong because
you weren't.
I think I was because
Okay.
it says I deal damage equal to the ability modifier.
Uh-huh.
I was adding the ability modifier and the proficiency bonus.
No, you weren't. You were
4.
doing that with 7. That makes 7. Your ability modifier should be 4. You have
Which-
what, an 18 for strength or 17?
17.
Yeah.
It's
That'd be
3.
3.
So it's 3. Never mind.
But
You have a
wait,
plus
but
1
wait.
weapon.
I do have a plus
That's,
1.
That's
where
what
the
it
force
is.
comes
And then
from.
it gave
Yeah.
me plus 6 because I'm raging. So I was gonna say 6, but I was like, wait, it shouldn't go
Yeah.
up.
It's
just-
okay.
it's
I don't
just-
think that 1 point would have made a ton of difference.
Okay, so it should be 3.
Yep, we got it now.
3 points.
I
definitely thought I had an 18 strength.
We now move to someone else's turn, who is now free
Son of a turd.
What was that?
of their hold.
Call that.
That is
Haldane.
Kaldon, as he is going to move and try to aid
He's
his
definitely
mistress.
undead.
1, 2, 3,
Oh yeah, definitely.
4.
That's the guard, right?
Yeah. Flanking doesn't exist.
Morber, you feel a presence behind you as a shadow comes over your shoulder, looming large. You're laughing at this fallen Lady Azarath as your grip tightens on your warhammer. But then you feel an even more menacing laugh echo from behind you. You turn around and you see the axe brandished in Kaldon's grip. But before that, you see his 2 menacing eyes exuding a deep ill intent. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
This is against being frightened.
I don't
If
have
that
that on
matters.
this one.
The changeling will have disadvantage,
15?
by the way.
15 does save. Woohoo! So even in the face of this great and fearful opponent, you were able to stand steadfast as he swings his axe at you. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Slow and lumbering is the great big oaf of a man as he brings the axe down and obliterates one of the tiles beneath you as you narrowly dodge out of the way. He continues to stand there, waiting for you to make another move. Menacingly!
The slashing.
It is now Chandra's turn,
The hashling.
and she is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, actually, she's gonna come. Well, you hid and then attack, so you're not hidden currently. She's going to make attacks on you, Safety. So she can get back into her little hiding spot if she wants to. As she turns the corner, you expect, you see her coming, and so you expect some sort of arcane blast or attack. But instead, you see her twirl her hands in front of her face and begin making these sort of lithe, sweeping gestures. Suddenly, you feel the fluids within your body moving in sync with those gestures. You were ready to dodge out of the way of some attack, but this feels like something else entirely. I need you to make a wisdom save.
This is against being charmed or frightened.
It is not.
8.
As your body movements begin to follow hers, you feel your arm contort and twist. Your bones begin to crack.
Can I burn a luck point?
I think you already know it.
I think you already know how it turns out.
Okay. Yeah, technically
Sorry.
you're supposed to do that even before you roll.
Yeah, you're right. That is how it is now.
It's not like, oh, I
It's
rolled
different.
bad, let me add it. Yeah.
Burning luck gives you advantage. It doesn't give you a replacement roll anymore. That's a holdover from the old rules.
Just realized you're done.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so you basically, when you have to burn a luck point before you even roll, and you basically say, I'm rolling with advantage because I burned a luck point. You can't roll and then say, okay, now I want to roll a second dice. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That
was old luck.
I'm spelling that out because it did change. It used to be that. As your bones contort and crack, you feel your figure crouched as it already was begin to crouch even further as you shrink and diminish into a rat.
She polymorphed your ass.
She has just polymorphed you.
and
She
was
is now concentrating. You are a 1 hit point rat. And
But it's just 1 temp hit point, right? That's how polymorph works.
it is
out?
1 temp hit point, and the rat stat block is a little bit different than it used to be, I think. I'm going to send this to you, Caleb, so that you are aware. But the main thing to note, I'll just send it in the group chat. But the main thing to know is that rats' movements don't provoke opportunity attacks. So if you were hoping to get struck by an ally or something, that is not going to be possible. She shifts back into her little held up position. As we now come back to Belfier's turn, I will roll another death save for you.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Damn.
Belfier is still drawing breath. That is what you know.
So he's stable.
Can
I'm not saying that. No.
can at least my familiar be by me? If I'm gonna die, I want my cat there.
I would imagine it's right there, like sort of licking your face.
Okay, cool.
It's getting
That's
ready
what
to
I
eat.
wanted.
It's getting ready to eat you once you fully die.
Oh god.
In your sleep, you mutter, Simba.
Circle of life.
Pretty much, Bubs.
Lady Azarath is prone here. She is going to use half her movement to stand,
Son of a turd biscuit.
and she's going to make attacks on you, Morber.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
Dang it! I forgot about that.
And he has resistance.
Then she's not going to do that.
It's
But would she
Castafina,
know?
right?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're under an ill
That's fair.
effect,
That's
I
fair.
think you know,
It's
right?
Castafina, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I think she's going to Misty Step back out to you, Sir Navoy. I'm sorry. She simply wouldn't do that.
No, that's fair.
She's going to make 2 attacks on you.
It's okay, I have resistance. Most of the damage anyway.
Oof, I don't know if either of these are going to hit. One is a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
The other's a nat 1.
That doesn't.
So you'll be hit as the Obsidian Rapier once again jabs into you. You're going to take a total, 7 points piercing
Okay.
and 5 points necrotic.
Okay.
As once again, a bit of what seems like your life energy is now siphoned into her. Some of the wounds that she's gained in her fight thus far begin to close up, but she has already teleported to this position, so she cannot teleport away from you now.
That's right, baby.
Morber, it is now your go. Safety, you're on deck. This is an intense combat, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna circle around Kaldan, can I get within range of what's her name?
Without
doorway?
leaving his range? Yeah. Yeah, I'll say you can.
He's gonna do a spin move and bring the hammer with him as he spins around through the doorway. And
Nice.
Try to hit her.
Bonk.
Trying to whack his bonkus.
A little wackus bonkus here.
Yikes.
Let's hear some wackus bonkus chants in chat. Wackus,
17
bonkus,
is the
wackus,
lowest?
Wackus, bonkus, both hit. Wonkus.
Both hit? Okay, sweet. Because I think 18 was the lowest last time.
Yeah.
Roll better. Yeah. That is 13 and 12, so that's 25 points of bludgeoning damage as I
Okay.
bludgeon her.
Once again,
Bludgeoning.
she attempts to parry the blow, but this time she is too late. She basically brings the rapier in front of her as she sees the warhammer appear, and you drive both weapons into her as she is stumbled back from the doorway, looking onwards, a bit confused as to where that attack came from.
I don't think we're exactly the same. That looks like that hurt.
It did hurt, but I promise you, I will return the favor.
Come at me.
Safety, it is now your go. What would you like to do? Belfier, I feel so bad.
None of us have potions.
Somebody needs some healing.
We were all made characters to be the bad guy.
On this.
Yeah, my deception's +7.
My intimidation's +7.
Mine too. My intimidation and my.
And my
my
we're the same.
deception.
We're playing
Yeah.
the same character. You want to just take a turn?
I guess I'll just. Is polymorph? Do I make a save or is it concentration?
Let me double
I know
check.
it's
I don't
concentration, but-
think you do anymore. Or I don't think you ever did.
She's concentrating, and I
Thanks for
think as soon as you
chanting,
lose the
Leonis.
temp hit points, you blip.
Leonis did actually chant Wankus Bonkus.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Leonis. The wackus bonkus is strong in
Wankus
chat.
Bonkus.
I'm trying to whack them all. I was wanting to crit there because as a half orc, fun fact for the chat, the reason why I built this as a crit machine, as a half orc, if you crit, you just get to add an extra dice of your weapon damage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to.
How tall are these walls?
What do you mean?
Like in the house? Like
I would say like there's high ceilings, maybe like 20 feet or something.
great. I'd like to climb 20 feet up the wall and then jump off the wall.
He has a climb speed as a rat.
Yes.
He does. There it is. Very
And
clever,
it only is
sir.
movement, so you still have your action.
And I'll
Very
have my
clever.
HP.
Okay. I do believe the damage is going to spill over to you.
Sure.
So 20
Do
feet
you,
up.
do you want to only go 10 feet?
Sure.
Okay.
Because it's 1d6 at 10 feet.
You're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning. That removes your 1 temp
And your 3 others.
and your 3 others. That was very clever, Caleb. That was smart.
I was like, there's nothing I can do until I turn back.
I thought about using a different form, but I was like, oh, I'll give him rat and then no opportunity attacks. He'll be stuck.
But he has climb speed.
Yeah. That was very clever.
Okay, now.
She's back in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's back right here, right?
She's here, but Casafina's back in the hallway is what I was saying.
Yeah, can I attack Cassie?
You'll have disadvantage to hit you back.
Yeah, why not? And then I am going to.
And if you knock her prone, Morgan could
Come over
advantage hit.
Oh, you're here. You're here.
Yeah.
You're quite far away. And you have 20 feet remaining because you used 10 to climb up the wall.
Bonus action dash.
Okay. Yeah. So
5, 10,
50.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. No, right here?
Yeah.
You said you had 50 total.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then is that going to give me
Line of sight on Casafina?
advantage? I don't know what causes advantage.
Yeah.
As far as like attacking.
I'm
as a
going to say
rogue.
you
No,
don't have
it's,
advantage because you're not hiding.
I was just saying.
and you've already used your movement, so you can't steady aim.
Okay, got it.
But you will still get sneak attack if you hit because you have multiple allies within 5 feet. So no advantage, but yes, sneak attack if you hit. Although you did hit her last time, and that had Vex. So I think you do have advantage.
You have advantage.
Yes.
Let me double check. But
That's what Brett used. Brett
No,
uses
that
the
is
hand crossbow
that is what Vex.
Yeah.
A hand crossbow deal damage to it. You have advantage on your next attack roll against the creature before the end of your next turn.
Before the end, that's what I wanted to check.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was the end or the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah. Okay. So I do have advantage on this attack.
Yes, you do.
That's
Ooh.
cocked.
That's a nat 20.
That was cocked.
No, that was a nat 20.
I agree. It was cocked.
It barely cocked, but it was cocked enough.
Me too, Morgan.
Skill issue.
Fucking. It doesn't matter. I don't hit.
Oh no.
Like 13 or something like that.
Well, I'm glad you said that out loud because you do hit.
Yeah, she probably doesn't have.
She's
Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 12.
that exactly hits. She has an AC of 12.
Okay.
Oh, we are the same. Damn it.
Oh, we are the same. You fire your crossbow bolt at Casafina. How much damage is she taking?
D6, so it's 1, 4, D6.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Okay. As your crossbow bolt finds purchase, you see her actually driven into a corner, looking around from to see from where this bolt came from. She locks eyes with you and then says, "What is this, nephew? You would defy your own kin? Who do you think you are?"
I am a knight of Wiffle Piffle.
As we now move from your turn to the the changeling who has done nothing, and finally breaks the curse with a 17 on the die.
I'm no longer concentrating because that was the last guy.
Oh.
He is disadvantaged to hit anyone but me.
He also that was at the end of his turn, so he doesn't get a turn until next round. So if we take her out, presumably he'll just drop anyway.
Presumably, Navoy, it is your go.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna hit her.
That's what happened with...
I don't have advantage on her though, right?
You do not, I don't believe.
Okay, well I'll reckless attack.
Okay, now you do.
I think so.
25.
25 hits.
Created those, she rose. Also,
12.
she ain't undead.
Sir Navoy, how would you like to
Yeah, get
end
ready, wreck.
this?
You don't need me to roll damage?
Well, you just said, oh, that was the second attack.
That was the second attack.
I thought that was the damage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I should
Second attack
clarify
hits. Roll the damage.
that. So that's 9.
9 is what she had, actually.
Okay, so then that's 15 and then 12.
Wreck,
You
brother.
got her by a lot.
27.
So how does Sir Navoy finish up this age-long combat?
Yeah, so she walks. Certain Void's gonna walk over or like turn to face Casafina, and they're gonna look him dead in the eyes and say, "My father won't be losing anyone," and she's just gonna slash
Collide
her
with
down.
him. Yeah. As you cut her
Whack
asunder.
bonkus, if you would.
Do the rest of them stop?
Do they all get down on their hands and knees and beg us for mercy? Do we level up?
The deceptive mistress of Azarath embraces a wave of realization and regret, all too late. Like a broken tool, a darker force now casts her aside as she tumbles, eyes hollow, tired, and wantless. Halderian rushes to her, meeting his wife before the ground and cradling her in his arms as she releases the obsidian weapon, and it begins to wick away like a candle left to burn.
That's what it does.
For a moment, she watches the black smoke ascend, likening it to her own waning life. She looks to Halderian. I go now to see our son, my love. Shall I carry a message?
Yeah, your mama's a baby back bitch.
No, Cass.
Sorry.
And I shall endeavor to forgive you with time. But I do not believe you will find Alwyn's company. Your sins are far too grave for that. A wince of pain moves across her face, but wishing not to leave the world without her lasting impression, Cassafina smiles softly as her tears mix with the blood upon her face. And allow me to venge once more. Imsford, the mage, used us. The black smoke dissipates as Cassafina's lips falter and her words fail. Halderian drops his head in sorrow as her eyes continue to stare blankly ahead. He lays her gently at his knees and closes his eyes slowly while attempting to hold his composure. What would the crown ask of this humble lord? He aims towards Elias.
Can I stabilize our friend while this
You
is
can,
happening?
yeah. You rush over and make a medicine check.
I go and I pick up my eye patch and I'm like, oh shit!
I'll stick my sword in the hole that you're bleeding from.
13.
Stop
Just to
the
finish me
bleeding.
off.
No, just to stop the bleeding.
As you rush over to your friend and place your hands upon him, his breathing is labored, but you're able to seal up some of the wounds that were causing him distress.
Brett rolled a d4.
Oh.
I didn't get. I would like to use it on this if
You
if I
succeeded.
can. Oh, okay.
I'll be honest, guys. I don't think Belfier deserved to live through this one.
Oh, no, he
didn't
definitely
contribute.
Belfier,
did.
you are stable at 0. You're technically still unconscious. However, with this new line of questioning directed at Elias, he turns to Lord Azarath and to all of you remaining and speaks. I've seen all too well now the terrors of fighting alongside the forces of Imsford. What a child I was to ignore my cousin's wisdom. But we should play into their hands no longer. Luciana, you still have contacts in Banara, yes? I do, yes.
He says value when she's like dying on the ground.
Just fully bleeding out.
Then when you are healed, I would task you to relay them with the events that we have witnessed here today. Ardenia may yet fight alongside them, should the Queen see fit, and he nods to Octavian. But at the very least, I refuse to sit idly by whilst we are played the fool from across the continent. As for the true leaders of this noble house, the Lord Azarath should muster his bannermen to fight for their fallen lady. And I would ask that Ravenna seek the aid of Avela Shay's warriors as well. Evil such as this does not stop at one nation's border, and neither should we. As all of you begin to pick up the pieces left over from this battle, scars remain, but the wounds will close, and you will all live to fight another day. As the continent begins to come together under a common goal, waving one flag against the red banner of Imsford. That is where we will end our session and our murder mystery campaign at large. Thank you, everyone, for coming to enjoy this campaign with us.
I was gonna say, I have one quick question. Did Morberg get procure a contract for weapons?
Yes, Morber is supplying the weapons. God damn it! If you guys are interested to see how this ties into our larger campaign, like I said, there are major implications here. If you can't see exactly what's about to happen, then you definitely need to check out Legacy of the Ashen. We will be resuming that next month, but next week we are going to be playing in a very special Halloween session with our second DM leading our Into the Fae campaign. It's been very fun, very popular
Second
campaign.
DM started planning yet. So
It's gonna be
have
great.
a little bit of work to do.
Definitely make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future streams, and be on the lookout for a murder mystery video I'll be putting out this week that details some of the homebrew that I ran that made all of this possible. I hope that you guys get to enjoy this sort of playstyle in your own home game soon, but until then, go out there and make some chaos. Bye!
Bye.